Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this for later. Welcome back to D&D, everybody. Quick recap of last session. Lovely pizza.
Hello, Gail.
Hello, Gail.
Hello.
Gail, that's a good name. Last session, you guys returned from the Underdark and bought a load of shit, sold a load of shit, all that stuff. We've since retconned and said that potentially some magic arrows were made. We'll discuss that in a minute.
Oh, you weren't here. They go cost £1,000. 1,000 gold.
How much
How much got in the party fund?
Not that much, I don't think.
However,
remember.
things were eventually underway. You did spend a night in the Westland Tavern, a tavern that has become fairly popular because of you guys, because of the fame of you guys, and because you guys stayed there that one time or like twice. They basically said that this is where the Guardians drink, blah 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 blah, and you got quite drunk. Most of you had some celebratory drinks, toasted to Markle. JJ, his character Doc, was upstairs and spoke with Markle using Speak with Dead, who basically said that he had been fighting all of his life and didn't really, didn't fancy come back alive, did he? No, he'd been fighting all of his life against,
You guys were shit friends.
dangers
face you
and
again.
prejudice of Dragonborn and all that sort of stuff, and he decided that he was finally at peace. However, he asked a favour if you guys could show his brothers the way to the Dragon Sanctuary in the north, so that you may, or so that he may be finally at peace, and so they may be safe, as they were like family to him, as were all of you.
Oh.
I know.
I'm not
Eventually,
crying. You're crying.
things got underway. Mazzy collected his sword, which is now a magical sword, and you left. You hitched a ride on the back of a wagon on a caravan, and we sort of skipped travel because I could be bothered with it. Not because I could be bothered with it, because I feel like you guys are like level 11. Most stuff on the road, and you're fairly famous. Most stuff on the road ain't gonna touch you, unless it's proper creepy. But you continued along, and at the Hawksmoor Mountains, sort of the road near there, the party split off. Doc and Gylndan heading off their separate ways. This was the session before last session. I don't know why I'm explaining all of this.
Yeah.
I was about to say this is a very long explanation. They split off. Griffin and Felix were introduced. The cunning and inquisitive gnome Felix and the paladin of Tyr, Griffin. And there was a bit of tension at the start of last episode. Oramis got his ass wiped out. But you managed to resolve your differences, basically saying that, look, we're going to go and do this thing. It'd be a lot quicker if you came and helped us. And then we'll get back to defeat Tiamat. You fought off a load of gnolls, these demonic fiends, these half-jackal, half-hyena, things, from a group of civilians. Among those civilians was Oslo, what was it? Oslo Moonfellow, a rowdy man who didn't like poor people, basically. He hired you for a job. To deliver some wine, which has actually gone off, but the people in the Shattered Coast think it's like the stuff they drink in the capital, so they're paying an arm and a leg for it. He's paid you 150 gold now, and his contact in the Blazing Boar Tavern will pay you 200 gold upon receiving of it. You made your way to the Shattered Coast. You saw a variety of strange things as you arrived there. You saw a marriage, divorce, man having some fun with the goat, and the worst and perhaps strangest and most heart-wrenching of all was when Mason and Frank came out of the Blazing Boar, the place where you were to deliver this crate of wine, and as they sort of came out, They were fairly, drunkenly singing into the street, and they turned, and this is where we'll pick up the session, where they turned and said, Captain, about the ship. Well, Mason then cuts in. Captain, we got something to tell you. We kind of fucked up. You'd be proud of us, but we kind of fucked up.
Where the fuck is Mason?
I don't even know. The rest of the men are down by the ship. We were here to just pick up some supplies.
Look like you picked up more than just supplies. What have you done to my ship?
Come on, I'll take you down to the docks. Tell you a story. So on the first day we left the capital and things were pretty rough. But then a storm hit us, and we had to sail through the night. But it turns out the storm had taken away a day of travel. The winds were in our favour, and the fact that we stayed up for bloody 2 days trying to get through it meant that we passing by. But afterwards, we felt like we needed a bit of a break, so we stayed at this lovely place. Have you ever heard of Coverdale?
Of course I have. I'm a sailor. I've been to every place.
Then you must have seen the tavern, the Giant's Head, with that big giant skull hanging from the ceiling. Really big tavern. Was one of the biggest in all of Ambyr. We went in, announced ourselves as the crew of the Guardians, and people loved us. All drank for free, and the tavern keeper even brought down his daughters to introduce us and things like that.
Now you wish you were on the boat.
Lovely.
Where were we?
It was a nice evening. But the next day, they had to go off, visit family or something, and the circus came to town, funnily enough. And those circus girls, my, they're flexible. Unfortunately, we were slightly caught. Long story short, we may have started a brawl that burnt the tavern down. Yeah, apologies about that. Don't go to Coverdale anymore, they don't really like us. But it turns out while we were doing all this, the daughters and the circus girls decided that they would do something else. And as he sort of gets to this part of the story, finally, after ages and ages of sort of, like, this story is a bit more elaborate as you're sort of traveling around.
Oh, I thought, is there a picture of the ship? Or?
There is not a picture of the ship, unfortunately. I couldn't get that
Bring it in.
ready. However, as you get down to the docks, he sort of points up. Says, guys, captain's back. Unfurl the sails. What? Are you supposed? Yeah, he's gonna find out eventually. Better now than in the middle of the bloody ocean. Unfurl the sails. And written in massive neon green letters all over the sails is "cheating bastards, cheating bastards, cheating bastards." It's also engraved into some of the woodwork on the side of the ship, as well as a lot of profane images. As you're walking past, a man sort of walks up to you. You must be the captain of the cheating bastards. Nice to meet you. Name's Daryl. I'm the harbour master on these parts. Mighty nice ship because the graffiti's a bit odd, but hey, I'll take it. Be seeing you. And he starts to walk off, and your crew just sort of stood there. We tried getting it off. I didn't know magical paint was a thing. Sorry?
Did not one of you fucking idiots think to change the sails? Or paint over it with magical paint?
In our defence...
I don't pay you to be intelligent, but by Lord!
In our defence, you haven't paid us yet.
And you expect to be paid? This is coming out of your wages?
Yeah, we kind of... We guess. We'll get right on it.
You damn right you'll get right on it now!
But yes, if you hear people talking about the cheating bastards around town or in Drybont or Cardsea or anywhere like that,
Fucking everywhere?
yes. We
The
made
Dragon's
after that.
Revenge?
Uh,
Known as the cheating bastard?
yeah. Sorry.
Can I Eldritch Blast the Stales?
You can Eldritch Blast the sails, yeah. Just do a quick roll to hit. I know they're sails, they're pretty hard to hit, but I just want to see if you get a 1 is basically what I'm fishing for.
Go for the 1.
Boosh.
25, yeah. Eldritch Blast straight through the sails. The like Mason and Frank immediately are sort of like taken aback and they like leap onto the ship suddenly, gathering up all the men, trying to scrounge together what little bits of coin they have. One of them turns around. That's not even true. And as you look at it, it's just Frank. Someone's engraved into the thing. Frank's dick, and it's like a little measure thing that's like that big.
This is even funnier when you realise that Luke has named his crew after people he admired.
Where was your crew when they were doing this?
They were in the middle
Where
of a
were
big
they?
tavern brawl that
They
burned
left
down the
no one
giant's
with
head.
the ship.
That is an excellent point.
Apparently
You didn't
not.
think to leave anyone on watch. Thank you, Griffin. Awesome.
Is this your boat?
Free drinks, Captain.
This is my boat.
It's a lot smaller than I thought. Well, we can go again, boy.
Much smaller than you made it out to be.
Yeah.
Something Oramis's wife is.
At the bottom of the ocean.
Last roll. My fingers twitching.
Yeah, we'll get right on it. The crew leap into action. They're all pretty tired. It is the end of the day, and nowhere here will sell an extra set of sails this late into the night. Unfortunately.
Is there anyone that just, I don't know, just sells sails? It's
Yeah,
quite a big
yeah.
bit of fabric, isn't it?
Yeah. Places can sell sails, and
You don't have to
things like
custom
that,
order
yeah.
them though, surely.
I mean, we are technically in the crime capital of Amber.
Yeah, that's
There
fair.
are other ships around.
That's fair. We could just
Right.
nick them.
Pick another ship.
Cheating bastards off. That's almost worse than it's sinking, I think.
They've tarnished the name The Dragon's Revenge. No one knows the name Dragon's Revenge.
And
So
no
how
one
many
ever will.
No one ever will.
We're going to rock up to one of the most feared pirates in the ocean with these sails.
Not that any famous pirate has a scorned lover.
Yeah. That's true.
So, what would you like to do now? The men are gathering what gold they have, and it turns out that their nights of debauchery upon the seas, as well as paying for things like food on the way here, was like 2 weeks, and things like that, has left them all with about 10 gold total.
How much are good sales going to cost?
About 150 gold.
Can I give them a bag of... This is ridiculous. Can I give them a bag of 200 gold
Yeah.
and say, on the new sales, get a fucking dragon painted on it?
Yeah, we'll do. I'm sure we can find someone up this late. City never sleeps, Jesus. And then they rush off. Mason, Frank, and one other person. Forgotten. Yeah, Bo. Bo can hit. You also see that one of your men is particularly injured.
Who? Which one?
Not
Not DDA. Please not DDA.
Packer. It seems they.
Did you just pull that out of your office?
No, there's right.
Is it
Oh,
the names
you
of
did.
them?
You did pull them up. I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he explains that your crew did have a little bit of a kerfuffle when sailing down the south coast. A group of harpies came upon the ship, and they basically, like, one of them, talon went straight through his hand, so he hasn't been able to perform his duties as a sailor as well as he should have, and he won't be able to now because there's been no cleric. He admits that he was hoping Doc would come back to heal him, but unfortunately not.
That's a tough break, man.
So he's basically just been like lookout he gets a couple of guys to help him up to the up to the crow's nest, and he sits up there all day because he can't do anything with his hand.
Is it kaput?
His hand basically has like a massive hole in it, like that big.
Can it not be healed?
I mean, it can be healed. It's going to cost a lot of money, but it can be healed. Like, how much is Greater Restoration? Like 100 gold? 150 gold?
Oh, is he worth 150 gold?
Is he worth a set of sails? That's what you're asking.
I don't know what value does he add, you know?
So look out.
One named man.
Well, he won't be the lookout if he's got.
Well, I will
To
say
be
that
fair,
without
what
him,
you could do was in the hole in his hand, you could fit like a magnifying lens, and then if you were like a really good looker.
It's like a very good John Cena. You can't see me, I can see you.
Yeah.
what I will say is that without him, you'll be down a member of the crew, so certain actions on your ship will be unperformable or not.
What's
as
the price of hiring a new member for the crew?
Wow, where is Scott Loyal?
Where
I'm not the captain of the ship. I'm just putting out.
I don't care, I'm just a gnome. But
we haven't yet completed the deal for the wine yet, have we?
good. No, you haven't.
He's coming with me to complete the deal, and then I'm sending him off with some money to get greater restoration because I look
Paid
after
everyone
my
else.
staff.
After you've given the share to the rest of the party.
I don't think I agreed to share.
I know an ASMR paladin that would disagree with you.
What did you do again
What for what?
to help
To help what?
with the wine delivery?
Oh, I summoned
he
the
carried
greatest steeds.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I can share with you. What did you do?
He offered to help.
Oh,
And to be fair, it looked like a done deal, and then I just said, I can summon a horse, and he went, oh fuck it, I'm not giving it to him then.
okay. Let's go.
You gave it to the guy that laid you out.
No, I'm balling. So
I don't want to get, this is obviously your mess, but how are we going to find Halahan if you don't have a functioning ship?
it's functioning.
Can we set off now? You've just burnt a bunch of holes in the sails.
Also,
Have you heard of
like,
rowing?
it is now like midnight. You guys have been up since like
We
8 in the
we can
morning.
see
The
now,
tides
there's
are
fire
not
on the
right.
sails.
We are at low tide, so we cannot sail. Typical land lubber. There's nothing of the ways of the ocean.
I'll show you the ways of the ocean.
Anyway, going back to the
So what do you what's happening now?
I'm going to go complete the deal for the wine. I'm going to split the money with my ungrateful.
Who's going with him?
I'll go with it.
I'll go with him.
Well, we'll go with
Oh,
it.
well, looks like we'll go with
Because
him.
I believe you
Everyone-
promised me some
everyone-
coins.
everyone
So.
going with him?
We'll just go stay in the inn. Because there's not anything for us to do, is there? We're kind of waiting on your boys fixing sails. So.
Yeah.
Good point.
It's also late.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you head up and out, back up the thing. Admittedly, Paku is the one person who hasn't really been to the Blazing Boar yet, because I've only been here for a couple of days, and he's always drawn the short straw and had to look after the ship. So he has no fucking clue where he's going. I'm trying to remember the way back to this place is an absolute fucking nightmare. Along the way, you can see what you think is people being mugged in an alleyway, but it suddenly becomes clear with the noises that are coming from around there that it's definitely not people getting mugged.
Sounds like a lovely place.
You see a house being burned down on fire, and the guy runs back in to get his rum.
Understandable.
I mean, you don't want to add fuel to the fire.
And a group of like human, sort of like swashbuckler types, very sort of sailor-like, with a essentially like chair on their shoulders, but not like one of them ones that you carry, like, you know, with the long thing. Literally just like a little sofa chair on their shoulders with a little goblin sat in it with a little crown on his head, who seems to be charging, like pointing them forward with a little dagger, like mush go, but speaking in goblin. If anyone understands that. It's a fucking rowdy place.
I've enjoyed the experience.
And the thing is, this place is as rowdy at night time as it is in the day. Like, at night it's just an excuse to drink, in the day people are getting shit done. And you're heading back up, and you eventually... actually, everyone make me an intelligence or survival check. Either of you all.
Survival.
Just to try and work out how this place works, getting your way around all the random bits and bobs, random things.
Ew.
Oramis, I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain this to you. Or anyone else for that matter.
Oh boy.
Unfortunately, yeah. So
Street fight.
unfortunately, you guys are like
Have you actually
trying to
rolled
make
this
your
stuff, by the
way.
way?
No, I meant to change that as.
You guys are like making your way towards this tavern.
It's not the Brazen Ball we're going to, is it?
Yeah, it is the Blazing Ball. Isn't it?
Oh, did we not already stop there?
You
No,
stopped,
we didn't
you stopped there and
stop.
found the others. And
Oh,
then,
they came outside, yeah.
Yeah. So you're making your way back, and
Oh, God,
you're making your way back, and it's very, very clear to Felix. Like he is a smart guy. He remembers the way very, very clearly in his mind. But the rest of you are like, no, we're sure it's this way. And they all sort of team are like, no, Felix, you're wrong. It's this way. And you end up getting derailed for like another 20 minutes around all these fucking places. And it's just an absolute fucking nightmare of a place to get. And as you're traveling down one of the things, from above, a guy falls onto the bridge you're on, gets up, and proceeds to walk away like nothing fucking happened. You finally make it to the Blazing Ball. Finally. It is still like well into swing. There seems to be a band playing in the back on the smallest stage known to man. But there we go. The band consisting of two sort of half elves, one playing the lute and one singing. Very, very lively sort of jig. People dancing, drunkenly sort of playing around. What would you like to do?
Get my money.
Get your money. How would you like to get your money? How would you like to get your money?
I go up to the barkeeper and say I have a wine delivery for you.
Ah, that's what that is. Yeah, let me just go grab the manager. Walks around back, grabs the manager, and walking out into this place is a man in a sort of shrouded green sort of cloak. Fairly short, fairly sort of small, maybe like low 5 feet. But he's got a bit of a sort of thing line, so he's a little bit more. He's got a little bit more of a sort of hunch over. He's pretty built. You can tell just sort of by a green chin that sort of hangs below the sort of thing. I think he's a half orc or something like that. Well, boy, I knew you'd come here eventually. Pulls back over the thing, and standing in front of you, Oramis, is Hackaday.
Oh my god.
Ah! Hacker.
God, I can fucking smell you back in town.
So creepy.
How you been, boy? Heard you made good of yourself.
Yes, I thought you were in prison where you belong.
Ah, I owe a few people too much money to be in prison, mate.
I'm pretty sure his voice has changed.
It was a rough journey.
It's fine.
I'm pretty sure it isn't, but there we are.
Well,
I remember because I based it on Ray Winston. It's a really shit Ray Winston.
well, fair enough. What are you up to these days?
You dropped your aggression real quick.
What's it fucking look like I'm up to? You answer the barkeep here our bloody in.
I don't know. You
Still not the smartest tree in the fucking bunch, are you?
the smartest tree in the bunch. You clearly don't know phrases and idioms, do you, good sir?
Fair enough. At least I'm not walking around that fucking princey haircut trying to think I'm smart though, aren't I? Hey?
Come through the hair.
Ah! I miss this, Oramis. Come here, give me all like a hug. Walks around the bar, squeezes you a little bit too tight. Like, orcs are naturally fairly strong. He's clearly getting old. For everyone that doesn't remember, Hackaday was the guy who you guys found in Blackwind.
Has it been? I think it's been over a year in real time.
It has been
Yeah.
over a year, in real time since you've seen him. He was put in prison for skimming money over the top of the produce made from Blackwind's things at the harbour. However, and was put in prison for that, but it seems he got out somehow.
He owes too many people too much money.
What's your relationship with this gentleman?
We used to be comrades until he crossed the line.
Oh.
Doing a little bit of old slave trade, sort of people smuggling, that kind of deal.
Didn't know you had a line.
A line?
Yeah, he didn't strike me as the kind of guy that had a moral line.
Oh yeah, It's a vague one, but he's got a moral line. It's just sort of it's a bendy line.
His compass doesn't really point north, but yeah.
So what's this I hear about you having some wine then? Is that what you've resorted to nowadays? Giving bloody merchant, whatever it is.
Oh, you're right.
Gotta make a living. That's such a shit look. Yes, I have some wine for you.
Alright, come on, bring it back. Come on.
Yeah, the agreed fee was 250 gold upon delivery.
Who was it who agreed you that?
Oh, it's what's his name?
Master.
It was the old posh bloke, you know.
The posh boy.
Yeah,
Moonfellow.
Moonfellow.
Die, fucking idiot. That shit's probably gone off. Come on, I'll bring you back. I'll pay you. Good fucking hell, rich punks. goes into the back room and leads you into the back room. A fairly small room with a little desk. The chair slightly modified so that he can actually reach over the desk. Pulls out a small little chest. Gives you 200 gold. Not 250. He knows what he was meant to give.
We agreed for speedy delivery, same day delivery. It was 250.
For you, my friend, special price.
Same day delivery, my arse. I ordered this shit 2 weeks ago. They think they're bringing it up from the capital. I know where it's fucking coming from.
That's worth a try.
I mean, you can
suppose you
roll persuasion to slightly loosen his pocket.
No, it's fine. It's fine. He knows me. He knows.
Yeah.
Too well.
Now, of the rest of you gone into the back for all this stuff?
Yeah, I was just saying it was 250. Do you want persuasion or intimidation? I think it was 250.
Either or works for
It
me.
was 250.
Sort of looks up at you and you can see like he has to like proper not only like look up, he has to like crane his whole entire like hunched over back.
Well, it doesn't want me to feel like that.
But sort of look up and nice new friends, Oramis. Yeah. 250. Old brainies. Pulls out another
It's never
50.
much of a brain in the first place.
Pulls out another 50. Gives it over.
What's 250 divided by 4?
125 divided by 2. 62.5.
Cool.
Why giving him some?
Because he's the only loyal friend that came with me.
Exactly.
So 62 gold and 5
Why are you giving him
silver.
some?
Because I felt bad, and I'm going to need him to murder my arch enemy.
Okay.
He's
Basically,
gonna
the world
need me to
doesn't
restrain
revolve
you.
around
It's,
you. Yeah.
it's a sweetener. You can have 63 gold.
Yes.
62 gold and 5 silver.
He can have 63 gold. You can have 61 gold. I'm keeping the spare silvers. And you can have your 60, whatever it was.
62 gold and 5 silver.
remainder, yeah.
Feels like a proper back alley deal. Haggadah sort of shouts out, "Oi, Randy, put that shit away."
Who's right?
Oramis, can I have a word with you for a minute? Please, if we have a little privacy. Rest of us. He's sort of looking up and down at the rest of you.
Can I look at Oramis and just say, keep it quick?
If I'm not out in 5 minutes, come looking.
Well, I think we're going to
Yeah.
go to the bar, but I'm going to look at what's on the shelf and sort of
bet there's
debate,
pizza
do I
in the
actually
bar.
want it? I'll probably still be debating by the time they finish the conversation.
Can I give them some advice and say I'd stick to the rum?
Instead of the water.
That's fair.
On the way out the door, can I snap my fingers to let my lizard appear in my hands and then just try and surreptitiously drop it in the corner of the room?
It's a little eavesdropping lizard.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Right. What is my sleight of hand? Oh, that's sorry. 22.
22. Yeah, you drop your little lizard in the corner of the room, and it manages to sort of jump down, land very very sneakily, and with lizards are pretty small. It's pretty quiet, easy to, and you've sort of put it in a very sort of easy to conceal place, and you have dropped it down, and it sort of just skitters behind a small little sort of pail. Leans its head round every now and again, sort of looking, but it stays pretty hidden. What have you basically told your lizard to do?
I'm just gonna like telepathically tell it to just hide in the corner, and then I'm gonna go sit at the bar, and I'm gonna go blind and deaf and peek through its eyes.
Blind and
Cool,
deaf
yeah.
and peek through its eyes.
Blind and deaf and peek through its eyes.
Oh damn, son. Thank you.
Oramis.
Did he leave? Or was he in the room?
He left,
As a
but he
lizard.
left his little lizard familiar.
Oh, okay.
Dropped it in the side of the room. It's managed to hide its way just in the sort of corner of the room.
Tells me.
Oramis, now let's be frank with one another. I'm going to guess it's no coincidence that you and one of the deadliest pirates on the ocean have gotten to the Shattered Coast within a couple of weeks of each other. Is it?
Yeah, it's no coincidence, old friend.
Excellent! I owe that man a lot of money and I need him dead. So! What the fuck? Let's get right to bloody business then. Walks around walks around his desk, pulls out sort of this ledger, slams it down the table. Right, well, when he came into town, I'll admit he was the one who broke me out of prison. Bit of a situation. Anyway.
That's the ultimate power play. To break someone out of prison so they can pay you back.
You underestimate how much he owes.
No, I'm sure it's a lot. I'm being serious. It's just a flex. It's cool.
Yeah. So, I've had a couple of people looking at it, looking at the old chum, creepy guy. He's been on shore once, only to collect a couple of supplies, burned down one of the buildings down on the docks, whatever, as long as it wasn't me. And was left a couple of men behind. I don't know where he goes. He never talks to anyone. No, apparently no one can even get within 10 metres of him. But he's left a couple of his men behind, and they're well, I don't know what they're bloody doing here, but they're in and about the place. How important is this? You know, I know a little bit of your background, obviously. How important is this to you, Oramis?
More important than anything else in the world.
So you'd be willing to pay a little bit of a fee then for this?
Would I
for
fuck
this
be willing to
information?
pay a fee? You owe me one.
When do I bloody owe you one? If anything, you owe me one.
Do you really need a list?
I think I quite like one. I can make a bloody longer one. Starting with not transporting people down to the south and getting me fucked.
Shall I start with transporting people down to the south and getting yourself fucked?
How's that on your bloody conscience?
Such a compelling argument.
Oramis, we're friends, but we're also businessmen. I like to think. I helped you become a good bit that you should have known this was coming.
What do you want?
What are you offering to give, mate?
Aggressive negotiation.
I feel like this is one of those things where you're not actually getting anywhere. No one's saying anything. You've been talking for about 5 minutes, but no one's actually said anything.
How about you give me this information and I clear your debts?
Oh boy, all of them.
Just to have it
I
out.
thought you were going to say just let him live.
Clear my debts for who? The clinches? Oh, that's a bloody big debt. What do you mean? Who do you mean for?
Well, let's start with Hallow.
You're clearing his out. Yeah, there you go.
Well, that is if you're successful, that is. I did hear you killing some demons. That was,
Oh, you haven't heard the latest news?
nah.
They call me Oramis Godslayer now.
Godslayer. Is that what she's called then?
What does that mean?
I think he's misinterpreted it as God Leia.
Lolth, Queen of the Underdark, Spider Queen. Yes, I killed her. You've probably heard of her, I'm sure. She's very famous.
Never heard of her. Not even with these new gods or whatever. Don't know who to fucking pray to these days.
Yeah, she's a pretty half-baked god, to be fair.
Well, tell you what, I trust you. I trust it. You
don't even trust your own mother.
I've just noticed a massive bear on the map.
Have you noticed the other one?
You,
There's an armada.
Yeah, there's an armada coming.
I've got to build up a fleet.
Not the dreaded battleships.
clear the old debts. And you promise, do you, Alice? It's got to be a promise. And, yeah, I think I can tell you.
Yeah. I promise with my little rogue pinky.
Little rogue. I don't want that. I don't know how it's been done. Fucking hell. Alright. One of his men, big, bald, tattooed fella, Goliath or whatever the fuck they're called, he's been sighted uptown a little bit. Yeah, nice little place. Coastal Creek. Ever heard of it?
Oh yeah, it's Coastal Creek.
Little tavern run by a lovely company. He's been spotted there recently. Likes the brawling. It's a rough little
We'll
place.
see how much he likes brawling.
Well, here we are. I don't know why they're on land, and I don't know how long they're on land for, but he's been seen in there every day around dinner time, near sundown. Should find him there. Anyway, that's it. I've got a fucking tavern to run. Get out, come on.
One more thing before we finish.
Yeah.
If anyone named Mason, Frank, Paku, Bo, Drake.
Didier?
I don't think Didier was one.
Drake was one, I think.
The
Drake.
captain of the Dragon's Revenge Lanes.
Caspian or Walter come in. Don't fucking serve them.
Oh, they're men from the cheating bastards. Is that your shit?
It's called the Dragon's Revenge.
I think cheating bastards a bit of a better name, mate. Got a ring to it. Have a think on that one.
Yeah, I'll have a think on that one. Sure. Has he got anything like on the side?
What do you mean?
Like a candle holder or?
Yeah, there's like a couple of candles on this little on this little desk lighting up most of the room.
As I walk out, can I just knock over one of the candles?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
really
you knocked over, immediately shit leaps off his chair, essentially falls onto the ground. This little cloak goes back over his head, and it now sets a little bit on fire as he tries to fumble the candle back into his hands. Stamps that out, puts it back. Oh, you fucking prick! What? Remember our fucking deal? Then go on. Fucking hell. Oi, Ralph! Give me a bloody drink. Yeah. And this little, like, tavern guy, literally can't be more than, like, 15 years old, long, sort of brown hair, just rushes in. Yeah, sure. Rushes sort of off to the bar. And even before you've made it down the hallway back to the bar, he's come back with just, like, a bottle and a glass of rum.
It looks like he hasn't let old habits die hard then.
Runs
Might have to murder him.
Runs back in. You can hear Hackett sort of barking orders for him to get out. The lad comes back out, starts collecting plates from places. You are now back out in the bar. What would you like to do?
Can I tell my new comrades that if we go to Uptown Funk at dinner time, we'll be able to find the information we need.
Cool.
Bed?
Sure.
We'll get him tomorrow.
Cool. Before we leave, can I just ask the wee lad?
Yes.
Do you get paid?
Little bit. Yeah. Sort of depends on how much work I do a day and stuff, but meager amount.
Good to know. Can I pass him a gold coin?
Oh.
What was the name of that bar again?
The
Brazen
Ball?
No, the one we're in, the one where we need to.
It was
Coastal Creek.
yeah,
Right.
that's it. Uptown Funk.
Close.
Yeah, because I nearly wrote that in my notes. I was like, that can't be right.
If you want to pay for rooms in this place, Hagda will instruct to
on
give
my
you a
boat.
little bit of a discount, or you sleep on your boat.
Sleeping on
Have you got space on
To
the
be
boat?
fair, I think I'll be.
Yeah.
I feel more happy on the boat.
We had enough space on the boat for an elephant.
Oh yeah. So I still think it's your
Somehow.
it's your tiddly little thing. It's not anymore.
Not anymore. It's a grand sloop.
Okay. Yeah, we'll sleep on the boat then.
Yeah, sleeping on the boat saves you a bit of money. You get back. The crew are.
I will stay where I am.
You're staying in the bar. All right. Are you sleeping in the Blazing Ball?
If it's an inn, then yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get a
It's got rooms and stuff. So it's 5 silver for a night and a meal.
In this shithole.
Yeah.
I'll stay with Felix because
Oh, no, well, we're sleeping on the boat.
we're friends.
And the both of you make perception checks.
Oh.
Disadvantage because you're sleeping.
How much was it? 5 silver.
5 silver.
See, I didn't trust this place. What is going to get you?
How much is it if we eat rations instead?
5 silver.
3 silver.
I've spent the 5 silver because I'm classy.
Okay. You can also make a Constitution saving throw.
Ah, you joking?
I'm not.
Oh, I'm fine.
You're fine. It was actually not a bad meal. The steak was a little bit gamey, but otherwise
And perception?
not too bad. And
Disadvantage.
perception with disadvantage for the both of you.
You only good at this. Because
Yeah.
I think your dice need to go in here because you're rolling so
Oh,
well.
dice! Yes, dice! The whole point of meeting up.
Yeah.
Dice. Not to see each other for the dice.
Hey, what? 4.
No.
19.
Oh, it's a 4.
So that's 5.
That's a 13 overall.
13 overall.
We're in the same room, by the way.
And I'll set Quentin by the door.
Alright,
That's
so
Wizard.
Yeah.
how much gold have you got?
62?
62.
Yeah.
Sorry, now 32.
What? We're in the same room!
Oh, you're in the same room.
Yeah,
Oh,
with a
no.
lizard on guard.
Ah, I see. Okay, then I'm not
Now
gonna do-
32.
Not going to bother with both rolls and just go with the first roll then. You have 32, and how much do you have?
I have 85 because we got 60 something from.
I didn't have anything to start with.
Oh, okay.
Then you have 55.
With a lizard awake all night on guard.
Oh, you're keeping your... Oh,
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
I literally
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Oh, right,
Twice.
okay. Okay, if your lizard's awake all night, then wait, does your lizard have dark vision?
Does a I don't know. Does a lizard have dark vision? I don't trust this place, but I also don't trust
think-
Oramis that much yet. So
I don't think
I paid
it
you.
does.
yeah, but still.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, it does. Oh, never mind. You lose no money as you're both awoken to your lizard somewhat telepathically telling you, and as you sort of open your eyes, just stood in the doorway is this little kid, like, fuck, runs off.
What's yours?
Was that little kid who was
Quentin.
one
I
goal
like Quentin.
better off
Mhm.
last night?
No, this is like a proper, like, 7-year-old kid.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit of a dodgy institution, and the lock that you guys put on your door very clearly didn't fucking work, but whatever.
can we just go back quickly?
Yeah.
I sent off Paku to get his hand fixed.
Send off back into
With
the hand
money.
fixed, yeah. By the morning, right
So it was
now you can head
150.
over to the admittedly extremely small temple of Apollo, given the amount of people that are there for illnesses and
I'm
diseases. And
surprised that there is any sort of clerical presence here.
there is,
Well, on the
yes.
edge.
Although it sort of it seems
Drunken minister territory.
it is like it's more that they're being paid such an unbelievable fee to be there. They'd be idiotic to turn it down. But for the resources they've been given and the space they've been allocated, they are screwed.
They can do fuck all with
They
it.
are screwed. But the morning comes. You may all wake up, have a long rest, refill all sorts of things and anything you need to. And what is on your agenda for the day?
So you said afternoon, didn't you?
Dinner time.
Dinner time.
Sunset.
I mean, realistically, are we just going to kill time until that happens? Unless anyone wants to do some shopping.
I was going to say.
Can I roll? Are we doing the
Yeah.
arrows, by the way?
You have to tell me about this because Mazzy has not been part of this conversation.
How much money do we have in there?
Hold on, let me pull up Doc's sheet.
If it helps, JJ, they're cool arrows.
I'd rather not tell you how much money I have.
Mike's, it's really good.
I have 2,000 gold.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Orange
15
Frank's
money away
gold.
from 2,000.
How much?
We've got. Is he saying you've got? Alright, you've got almost.
No, I
12
don't.
grand.
I've got nothing.
We've got 1,000 gold in the party fund.
Oh, perfect.
No, that's great.
I feel.
I have no money. You can still live it.
Well, seeing as I went halvesies on my spell component, I feel
Yeah,
like
that's kind
if
of.
we go halvesies on Mazzy's, the cost.
Oh,
of
so he
it-
pays the rest and so he pays 500 and the 500 comes out of the party fund. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what we did for.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Cool. Roll an Arcana check.
Oh, yeah. Does the money get wasted even if I don't make it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you bastard! Don't
Uh,
fail.
DC
Roll on here. Don't roll on here.
It's a high DC.
DC 18
On an Arcana check.
on an Arcana check.
Oh.
I think you have proficiency in it.
I
You
do,
should
yeah.
do,
No,
yeah.
we've got a +8. Would you let Glyndon have some divination rolls? I can't remember what those divination rolls were for that day.
Well, we just had a new day.
Well, that
so-
is.
No, because I
really
made these in the
unfortunate.
past.
Oh, you are.
That is really unfortunate.
I might have them still
Samuel.
noted down.
To be fair, I don't.
Right, so
Did you have them with this character?
No, I don't have this character now. So what I had noted down from before was a 1 and a 12, and a 12 plus 8 is 20. You gonna let that happen, or do you want me to roll it for drama?
I would like you to roll it because it's not like a simple thing that happens if it's over 8 hours. This all going on.
Right, this is +8. Oh boy, DC 18. Oh boy.
I'll say on a fail you
There's
make
a lot of
1
money
hour.
on this. There's. What are we doing in here?
Get-
Robbie
get
Rollins, take all in here.
Oh.
17? No, 6. 14.
14, unfortunately,
You.
is not enough.
Oh.
As you are preparing the spell, it gets to like the final sort of hour of preparing it, and you're pretty sure you've done
That's
everything you
really
need to up until now, and now it's just the
I swear this box is
time.
rigged.
Now we've imbued you spent a lot of time sort of curing
Oh, we done it.
the arrows with sort of magical abilities, and finally it's time to cast the spell Big
Oh,
Beast
natural
Hand,
20.
but you've unfortunately not
Bullshit.
done it just right, and it seems you've sort
You're
of
paying for the next time we try this.
cast
We're
it a
not
little
trying
bit
it,
too powerfully for the spell, for the arrows to sort of hold, and all in one, all the arrows that you just had bundled up just snap.
All of
Do
them?
I lose my arrows as well?
Yeah.
So it's,
How many arrows did you try
well, it
and
was,
make?
I'd assume would have been 5 because that's
Yeah.
That's a bit cheap, doesn't matter. But you know, cheers.
It's alright, don't
So
try
you
again.
can use 5 arrows and
You will
1,000
pay.
gold to make. So you're gonna make.
Make Big Beast Hand arrows, which essentially they deals force damage on a hit, and it grapples them, and every turn that they fail on getting the grapple off, it deals force damage again.
I was going to say
Like
you
the
owe
Big
me
Beast Hand
500 now.
No.
Crush thing.
This is so we're going to retcon. This is why Doc and I left.
We've had a bit of a falling out. I didn't really want to come with Oramis this way, but you know, I
That
couldn't.
wagon journey was silent.
Yeah.
Everyone just staring at Glyndon while they've lost 500 gold for
It's
the
a waste of my time as well.
Oh, your time. No, at least you didn't put any money into it.
Yeah, there's a lot of whinging coming from you, man.
It's a lot of failure coming from you.
Oh, that's
I think you
mean.
just go let a child drown in the ocean.
The question I've got to ask is each of those arrows actually worth 200 gold?
No, not at all. But well, that's how you just.
Compared to the price of what Mazzy can buy for like 30 gold from the Rangers Conclave.
Well, you wasted it now, so.
Well,
I'm not.
I didn't waste it. I had a lovely time.
I sort of compared the prices to making like a spell scroll. So
yeah,
the
no, that
spell
makes a lot
scrolls
of
are
sense.
very.
They are expensive.
No,
I mean,
but there we go.
that does make sense as a way to do it. But I'm just thinking,
Carry
in
on.
the future, if we're going to gamble the party's money.
Gamble it more sensibly.
Be mindful.
Can I have, and does
It's
anyone
a
get any
shame. No,
throw at
it's
something?
it's really a shame. No one offered to
I know, I don't
help.
want to lose it.
Yeah, well, some
What's
sort of
the most
person
pointy dice I've got? There we
With
go.
that
Hold on.
Why don't you throw some arrows? Oh wait, I broke them.
Oh yeah.
Pointy.
Oh, these are sharp. I'll go with that.
I got these metal ones. I'm pretty sure.
Can we all just calm down, please?
This clearly escalated because you
Anyway,
fucked off in the other direction.
moving on. It is a
Different day, different time,
It is
different
a
people.
new day.
I still haven't got over it.
Still no big piece
Like-
arrows.
Yeah.
2 years later, still no big piece arrows.
This is what, 3 days later, I still in my head.
I'll pass that one.
Could have rolled that! You're not having that back.
So,
Children, please.
it's a new day. It is bitterly cold
Jesus
today. The
Christ.
sea is particularly rough, which in the Shattered Coast means there's sort of you can see the boats like down low. They're having a little bit of a harsher time sort of going between the islands and things like that, moving through. The wind's pretty harsh as well. You can hear it constantly just sort of howling and whistling through the sort of cracks in the stone and things like that. But it is a new day. You both wake up in the Blazing Boar.
I had a dream, Felix. There was a child at our door. Did that happen?
I paid him to... No, it's not wrong.
It's not Gylndan. It's not Gylndan. Sorry, I'll look on that.
Yeah, I thought I saw something in the night. I'll just hold my little lizard and just give him a little stroke.
And as the both of you wake up, you actually realise that your door is slightly open, and this little kid, this 7-year-old kid, just walks up. Morning. Walks up the stairs.
I don't.
Damn! Not even a second thought. Yeah, I think I saw something. Cha-cha! I don't think we should stay here again.
No.
You head
I don't know if
downstairs.
there's anywhere that's safe to stay around here.
Are you having breakfast in this place as well? It is included in the price of.
Well, yes, then.
Yeah. So you both.
I'm still on
have,
rations, going to pay for anything.
you both. Well, you can have some breakfast, and it's actually pretty good. You're probably guessing the only decent things that they can cook here is various types of meat, because the steak was the only good thing about your meal last night, and the bacon's the only good thing about this one. But there we go. It's a decent enough meal. And as you sort of exit the tavern, you can see just the cleanup crew of the Shattered Coast sort of fixing what mess happened the night before.
I've got like a 2-hour window before everyone starts again at 11.
Basically, yeah. Like you can see a lot of people are sort of picking up and cleaning things. They have certain people. You can guess probably hired by the admiral, the guy who runs the Shattered Coast to. Yeah, essentially make sure things are clean, make sure the place is good to go, because he knows how rowdy people can get. Is there anything anyone would like to do on this day, or are we just going to time skip a little bit to the...
Do we time skip? I think that's the interesting bit, unless anyone has
Yeah.
anything pressing to do.
Yeah. Awesome. So you'll spend your day milling around the ship. The crew gets a new sail fitted. Everything's fine. You see a lot of people walk past. What the cheated bastards? Docked up here. Similar ship.
No, this is the dragon's revenge.
Oh.
Can't you see that has a big dragon on the
Yeah,
sail?
is there dragons on the back?
There is now a quite nice picture of a dragon on the front of the plane. Don't know what it looks like. Luke, what is this dragon symbol? Imagine it.
Bear with, I'm trying to find a picture.
Can we say that Felix spent most of the day sort of familiarising himself with the, like, I want to say artisanal, but it's the wrong word, but the, like, artisans, trades, sort of, you know, like the blacksmithing, the carpentry, that sort of thing, in the area?
In the area, yeah. So as you're sort of spending the day doing this, you realise that it's a lot of, like a big thing about a lot of these places is like, don't ask me where I got it from, to sell it. But it is it like they sell a lot of decent stuff, and a lot of the blacksmiths in the area do know their trade. They are pretty good. There's a few alchemists and things. A lot of them specialising in like hangover cures, but also in a lot of like potions of health and things like that. A lot of blacksmiths also specialising in equipment as well, things like anchors, things like nails and hammers and things like that for creation for ships and
Yeah.
for things like that, as well as a lot of traders selling that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Fishing's a big thing around here and things like that.
It's a bit sort of just, it's mainly just like general curiosity, like just trying to get a little bit more of an understanding for
No.
what's going on and like how people ply their trade.
That's fair. Yeah,
Because
it's a lot of like round here. It's a lot of loyalty,
Most-
partially. Like
It's not on
you know, a ship will pick a blacksmith to get all their stuff from, and that's it. They'll only go to him, and things like that. And it's trying to sort of a lot of about these trades is, you know, vying that loyalty into people, sort of giving them special deals for this ship and things like that. Like you'll go past one place and you know, you'll overhear a guy saying, "Oh, he got this repair kit or whatever for the ship for like, you know, half price." I was like, "Oh yes, because he's been coming to me for years. You've only just got here." Things like that.
Dragons. Ben.
Dragons.
Are they, in your world, are they European dragons or are they Asian dragons?
Generally European, though. To use the I can't remember the acronym you came up for it, but it was hilarious. But in Titan, stranger things have been seen. Many different things have been seen, and in a lot of sort of storybooks and things like that as well. A lot of people have different interpretations of them and things like that. So there's potential for something like that.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. He's on, he's on the sail.
Yeah, it's a cool little image. Yeah, this
Come back
huge
to
sort of dragon symbol in this sort of like slightly reddish, like almost like blood red dragon just on the
Felix
on
comes
the
back
thing.
around these sort of appropriate times and says, "I thought it was the dragon's revenge, not the wyvern's revenge."
Fuck you.
But you are able to have a pleasant enough day, and the evening begins to draw in. You can see the sun lowering in the sky. Time to get to I keep wanting to say the Christopher Creek.
Yeah.
The Coastal Creek.
To your world, Ben, you can change it.
I could change it.
But I think the
Probably
Christopher Creek's in Evermouth, isn't it?
It is in Evermouth, yes.
Inside jokes.
Inside jokes.
London.
I'd love to be
So, to get to this place in decent time, can everyone make me another survival or intelligence check?
God, this place is dangerous.
Yeah.
That's 23.
23.
I think I died.
I think I died.
But you're not sure.
Someone has to grab Mazzarious, like the back of his jacket to stop him walking off a cliff.
I want to know what I would have got actually.
12.
17, great.
We're going to have a little swell before
17.
17 and a 19 for the. Yeah, well, hey.
Hey ho. So, not great all around. Again,
No,
Felix is sort of there like,
just-
"Hey guys, I think it's a thing." No, Felix, come on, we've been over this. And as you're sort of heading down the way, it's very
There's a
clearly
vein pulsing in his temple.
it's very clearly the wrong way, and you can see there's this sort of one road,
When we
and
get
there's
in
these
trouble,
two
I
restaurants
swear to God.
or inns
Biggest
or
place on the
bars either side of a road, and it looks like people from either side, the owners of either side, are having some kind of fight. At first they're sort of hurling insults, but as you guys are getting close, they start throwing shit at each other.
So it's two restaurants.
Yeah.
My mama's spaghetti is so much better.
Can everyone make a dexterity saving throw?
I can just hear.
As they just start lobbing shit at each other.
King
And
Goliath.
as you guys are getting really, really close,
Oh, that's a 2 on the dice, so that's not
one
very
of
great.
them
What, dex-
makes
dex-
fun of
dex-
another one's mother in a lot
18.
of profane way. So that's 18.
Somebody touch my
5.
spaghetti.
Plus 7. Oh,
11.
11 and
Oh yeah, let me roll it again. 18. Plus,
18.
Uh,
yeah, fine. Oh, okay, so everyone that got below a 12, can you take 6 bludgeoning damage?
Oh my god,
And
what are they
It
throwing?
was 11.
Pardon?
I forgot what I had.
Yeah,
Yesterday's
yeah.
11,
spaghetti.
right, okay. What am I taking?
Yesterday's
Six.
spaghetti.
Yesterday's spaghetti.
Yeah,
That's
it's
hard.
Shit seems to sort of hit the fan, as you guys are sort of walking past, and then all at once, as you guys just get around the middle, and it's not just you, it's other people as well, but just innocent bypassers walking back and forth. The two groups charge in at one another.
Oh dear.
Like holding, like some of them are holding like clubs and batons, others are holding like glasses and shit that have been like smashed. And which one of you? You look like most of the sailor, but these are restaurant owners. I'm gonna say Felix. You're small, you're easy, you know, got different stuff.
Makes sense.
One of them charges up to you.
I'd say,
And it
does my 8, there's a survival.
8 is a survival. I was gonna go off survival, but I'm more thinking about how like you guys sort of look in comparison. Like they might not, you know, you look like a warrior. Felix looks small,
Easy target.
easy to mistake for maybe something else. And as they're running up,
What a turd.
don't worry, Felix. They rolled a 2. You
Yeah,
watch
actually.
as this woman runs up to you with a rolling pin in her hands, and she swipes down at you. You manage to duck, and she's like, "Oh shit, sorry!" Runs off and goes and whacks another guy over the back of the head, and it's just this absolute riot. And you guys are able to make it out the other side, and then realize, oh shit, we've got to go back that way.
I told you.
I only took 3 damage, by the way, Ben.
You only took 3
Yeah,
damage.
I saw it coming.
Oh shit, look at that.
How many rolls did you take to like prepare for that?
Eventually doesn't have to roll
however,
for uncanny dodge.
It's really not a shame. Not at all.
Eventually, however, you do make it there, and you realise that this place is on the sort of second floor of one of these places. So you're not on the sort of top now. You're down underneath in this sort of column way, and it's quite nice actually with the way they've got lots of like different coloured banners and stuff, sort of all over the place. Some of it's been sort of graffitied and written over, like this ship rules or this guy sucks or whatever. But a lot of it is
They're really
still
mature.
still very, very nice, and it actually, for a brief moment, it's a bit surreal. This whole sort of place with different runes and things like that marked on this place. Very colourful place. And you head up to this bar, and out front are 2 very sort of large men, both sort of bald. They look very, very similar. You're thinking like in D&D terms, they probably have like a +5 strength or something. They are like these huge dudes standing outside, both with like massive clubs in their hands. And in front of them is a man, a very, very skinny, slightly older man, long sort of spectacles that hang on the end of his quite long sort of perched nose, hair sort of coming out underneath a little flat cap. He's like, hello gentlemen, looking to come in for the evening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we? Yeah. Okay.
Well, you look like mighty warriors, but unfortunately we are going to need to take your weapons to enter this place.
Haha, get fucked.
No. You may or may not have heard that this place is known for its well, no better way to put it, violence on certain nights, and we can never predict when these things come about, and we just don't want anyone getting more hurt than need be.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with no need for weapons and swords and things to fly about.
What are you going to do
fists.
with them? Where are you going to store them?
We will store them in a small storage unit just here, and he sort of points around and he shows you by the side of this place. It's like one of them small sort of cellar hatches that you see outside of places. He opens it up, and inside, instead of like stairs heading down to the cellar, there's just lots of different sort of cabinets of people's weapons and stuff like that.
Okay.
A lot of swords and knives and stuff like that.
Okay, we'll hand over our weapons. What do you count as a weapon though? Like, so I've got this decorative sword hilt here. Do you really want me to?
It has a point, and I think you could probably stab someone with that.
Okay. But do you want to take my bracelet as well?
Why would we need your bracelet?
Why did you draw attention to it?
Is there something special about your bracelet that I should know about?
It helps with the ladies.
How does a bracelet help with the ladies?
They like shiny things.
Can I
Well,
take psychic damage for that?
Good luck in there this evening. Yes, if you could all just place your weapons into this place, I promise you, with all of my heart, they will be taken care of. I personally will oversee them. These two fine gentlemen here will be taking care of them, as well as all of you inside this lovely establishment this evening.
Do we get some sort of receipt?
I'm a man.
Itemized receipt.
I'm a man who never forgets, sir. I never forget who owns what or what owns who.
Right.
Yes.
I still like a
Doubt.
receipt. Yeah.
A receipt.
Still like a receipt.
Just a written receipt. It's not hard, is it?
Hold on.
I'm a little
Pulls out of his back pocket a tissue, very clearly used and old. A
who wants
little
to go for
quill in
receipts?
his pocket, and he just sort of
Felix?
writes into it. But as he's writing into it, the quill obviously being fairly sharp, it sort of pokes a couple of holes into it. He does write, like, sword, bow, things like that. Writes all of your things out. Could I take a name?
Oramis.
Oramis, okay.
Oh, do I want to give my real name?
We just did it.
Writes down.
Oramis. Oh shit. Right.
Writes down Oramis, and then goes to pass you over the thing. Here you go.
Can I just take it by the corner and pass it to Felix? So I have still got my bracelet. Or has that been handed over?
Why are you drawing so much attention to it?
This is me
Are you,
asking
sure,
Ben.
are you sure I'm allowed to keep this bracelet? Are you sure?
I'm asking Ben. This is
I'll say
in-game.
make a deception check.
Right.
As you did bring attention to it.
That's true.
Knob.
Why did I do
You're
that?
not as good as these as we think.
A deception check.
Oh, yeah, better.
Deception check. Yes.
That's not.
Oh, no,
Oh, fucking
fine.
Yeah. He thinks it's a bit weird. You bring attention to like. He just says he doesn't care.
Should I show it off?
But you are allowed inside.
Sweet. So you guys are going to be bare knuckle brawling.
See, I've just been reading up on the technicalities of Divine Smite. I don't think I need a weapon.
You do need a melee weapon.
It's a melee attack, it says. Would you not consider that a melee attack?
I can't remember. What's it?
Does it say melee weapon attack?
It doesn't say weapon, no. I don't think so. I'll double check. Do you remember when Connor burnt that man's face in Martin's campaign?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. That was
Ooh.
hard to see. Yeah, check that because that could be quite interesting. But you enter.
You need to hit a creature with a melee weapon attack.
There you go.
Boo.
Hey, a bottle's a melee weapon.
There we go.
You all make it into the tavern, and it's not necessarily the busiest tavern you've ever seen, but it's also not the quietest. There are most of the seats are filled. There is an upstairs as well, and you can hear a lot of people sort of up there moving about and things like that. Everyone make a perception check.
Perception.
Oh, yeah,
17.
Where's mine?
17. Oh yeah. 13.
Oh, fucking hell.
Bounced out.
Doesn't count, I have to roll it again.
You got an 8.
You got
I get it all again.
You got to say, you got to say
Ah,
cacked. 20.
Ooh.
20.
Dirty 20.
Oh, I got worse. I got my 6 in total.
Are you sure?
So,
I'm going to think that went out of the box.
Oh, I did. Oh, no.
You should let that go. Oh, it's
Not a chance. So,
What a waste of
what was
that
that?
20.
Dirty 20, 17, 11, and
6.
13.
So, entering the bar, Mazzy, you're immediately thing with like a woman is walking around passing drinks around. And as soon as you walk in, yeah, she immediately says, "Hey, gorgeous," and starts handing you a drink.
Yeah.
Most uncomfortable thing I've ever said.
Oh, I'm sure you've had worse pickup lines.
Oh, trust me, I have.
Seven.
Sam can attest.
19-year-old.
My friend died the other day. His name was Harambe.
Oh, what?
19-year-old
Hey, it
Ben
worked.
Draper. Oh dear lord. I pity the intelligence of these
Oramis,
people.
you are a little bit too you make a decent thing of the place, sort of taking a quick gander around, but obviously Felix and Griffin, you guys are here for to get this shit done pretty quick. You're looking around and you spot there's a lot of Would you would have told him like what kind of person?
Yeah.
Before. Yeah. So
I think
almost
a giant guy called Goliath is probably quite easy to spot.
yeah. A
Tattooed, bald.
tattooed bald Goliath.
Yeah.
Goliaths being essentially half giants.
Oh, he is a Goliath. He's not called
He
Goliath.
is a Goliath.
That makes sense. Okay.
It's easy to get that misconception from
Yeah.
Morris's description.
And you guys are looking around the place. There's a lot
You're
of
up,
fairly
looking
big
at the
dudes
shit
in
that
here.
they do.
But there is one that catches your eye, and he's sat right at the bar. He is, in fact, a very big dude, probably around 8 feet tall, pretty fat. But that sort of fat where it's like, you know, heavyweight boxer kind of thing, where you can
It's
see
all
fat on
power.
it. But yeah, it is just all pure power and pure brute force.
Like strongman. It's
Yeah,
all muscle and none of it is toned.
Pretty much. Except for like a little bit more of a sort of pot belly on, but his legs also like it's a bit of a weird sort of figure to look at. And he is there like bare chested, like he doesn't have a shirt on, showing off his tattoos. He's got this huge, what you can guess is like a 4-pint jug in his hand of ale that's frothing over. So the bar holding it up with like one hand, sipping on it. He's alone, it seems, for now. Although, what did both of you roll again? A dirty 20 and a 17. So with a 20, you can see every now and again he does look over to one other member in the very, very back, a much skinnier man, quite sort of desaturated looking skin, but sort of like desaturated olive looking skin. A lot scrawnier, a lot skinnier, but you can probably tell still felt like more nimble than anything else. But he is a human. He occasionally does sort of look over to this guy, and this guy sort of gives him a nod back and then continues on with the conversation he's having with a couple of people.
How's
What would you like
how's
to do?
Oramis got distracted? How have you got distracted?
How I got distracted?
Yeah.
Mazzy getting with a lady. You,
that girl that comes over to think Mazzy Oramis is like, hey, and she's like, yeah, whatever.
As you're trying to
Me.
chat up women, I just come across, having spotted all this, just backhand you, just say, found what we're looking for, how are we doing this? I've found what we're looking for, how are we doing this? He looks a big lad.
I mean, we can go in hard.
I'm not
or
sure.
we can be sensible.
I'm
about
not sure there's any other way to go in. I don't think he doesn't know like the negotiating type.
it. Negotiate. Well, we need information from him.
Do you want to go speak to him, or do you think he'll know you?
He may recognise me,
Okay.
but he may not. Oh, I don't know.
I don't
well, he
mind
turned
going.
out camp.
I mean, you can make a history check to see if you remember seeing him when your own ship was taken. 14. So you don't remember seeing this guy personally. He might have been among the ship members. This was only like a few years ago, but you don't remember him personally.
Okay. We can try talking, or we can come up with a plan.
Oh, I think if you go in making it look like you're alone, then he'll be false sense of security, and then if we're all there nearby when things get rough, I'm assuming we're all together at this point
Well,
discussing this.
I'm sort of half listening. Go, yeah, it's a great idea, and continue talking to the girl.
I could charm him.
You two are a fucking waste of space.
A charm person, make him my friend.
Okay, if you want to give that a go.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be he's at the bar. I'll be a bit further down
Okay.
the bar from you, and
Okay.
we can suplex him together
Yeah.
if it comes to that.
Okay.
And then Felix will be nearby, and Mazzy. Just keep talking.
I'm watching the doors.
Yes, okay. He's watching the exits.
Watching
I like
the
this one.
exits given to the coolest guy there.
Watching the entrances and the exits.
If you're gonna charm him,
Mm.
we just want the location, and then we can go.
Yeah.
We want to avoid a conflict, really.
Yeah.
Because that will get back to him, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
So, you walk up to this guy.
Mhm.
What are you gonna say? Are you
Gonna cast charm person.
You can. So what are the things of charm person? Is it like
It's
verbal somatic material? What is it? DSM, I should say.
yes.
Yes. Okay. So verbal somatic. I'm assuming you're trying to do this fairly sneakily.
Well, yeah, I don't want to go up to him and go,
No, yeah, but in terms of like he's sat at the bar sort of,
Yeah.
and facing away from you, so he wouldn't see it either way. But in terms of like the other people around, do you care if they see it? Do you care if they don't?
I would try and disguise it. I wouldn't
Okay.
make it blatantly
Make
obvious.
a sleight of hand check.
Is there a time piece and not cock a roll?
Yeah, hang on a sec.
Gylndan.
Hey, we all make mistakes.
What's my sleight of hand? +3.
The important thing is I didn't lose any money.
Oh,
That's alright. You got. Oh no, it's
Well,
a 3,
it's
not
a
8.
What do you think of?
I thought it was an 8.
You sort of try and disguise this, but as you go to cast the spell does sort of go off. You notice that the tavern girl Mazzy is talking to like, hey, no, excuse me, hey, we don't do that here, sir, excuse me, hey, and she taps the guy on the
No,
arm.
he's not important. You don't need to worry about him. This is just, it's all here.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage, please.
yeah.
That was
It's all here. What's your persuasion?
Oh!
Wow! 17, so
19.
19.
19.
Why did I say that?
I was
Persuasion is -1.
What are we looking at?
Persuasion.
I was looking at perception. Shit. Okay, sorry.
okay.
Sorry. But still
16.
16.
16 is pretty decent. She's
Yeah.
she is
I thought it was
so as she's sort of saying you I'm not gonna repeat it, you say what you say. And she's like, yeah, 1 minute, honey. What was I? And by this point, like Oramis is already sort of turning it towards the guy and
Say the baby.
give me a minute. I should. Did you see that guy? He was doing some casting some kind of stuff. Spells are not allowed in here.
Which guy?
That big guy at the bar. You can't miss him.
Doesn't look like a guy who can cast spells to me.
No, someone was doing something to him. Did you not see him in a coat or something?
Honestly, dear, I was not focused over there.
That is fair.
It's all here.
Can I butt in at this point and just be like, sorry, I was meant to meet someone here today, tall fella, blonde hair, I think an elf, dressed quite finely, sort of noble-like, about a business arrangement. He told me to meet him here around this time. You haven't seen anyone matching that description, have you?
No, I mean, we get a lot of people in here, a lot of elves. I mean, you're free to look around. There's upstairs as well. I mean, people might be up there.
I'll do that, thank you. I'll go and just pretend to do a lap upstairs and come down and then just order a drink at the bar or something.
So you say you went to the north? Tell me what that's like. And she continues.
War atrocity after war atrocity.
I saw a baby being kidnapped on the beach. You would not believe what
And
happened
I did
next.
nothing.
I was so brave.
I killed thousands of orcs.
And it was my job to take out the goblin on the watchtower. I knocked my out and missed. Thinking of a beautiful dame that, now that I think of it, looks a lot like you. Anyway, Oramis,
What in?
you
Yes,
are able to head over to this guy, who is somewhat none the wiser. Although now he's sort of like put down his drink. He does need to make a save against the spell.
What's it is? It's high, isn't it?
It's quite high. It was
17?
yeah, 17.
17. All right.
Almost
17.
What's the Goliath got in his modifier there?
What is it? Wisdom.
Yeah.
He's got a +0.
Oh.
Passes. Does he know the spell's been cast on him? I think he does, doesn't he?
Doesn't say.
It says at the end when the spell ends, the creature
Okay.
knows it was charmed by you.
When the
Yeah.
spell ends,
Yeah.
would you say that he knows if he's passed the spell,
Yeah, because a lot of the time when you describe stuff, you describe it as resisting the effect when we do it. So I would say it's the same. He would probably pick up on that something has happened to him.
Oh shit!
Meanwhile, Felix is upstairs.
So you can jump down on top of him while you engorge
Suplex,
midair.
So this guy sort of
it's a
feels.
mezzanine floor. It's upstairs.
He puts down his jugger. Looks over for his friend. His friend begins walking over. At this point, you're a few strides away from him. What would you like to do?
I go into drunk Oramis mode.
Drunk Oramis mode, alright. And?
I sort of start swaying a little bit with my steps.
Has he clocked it's Oramis, or does he just know that he's resisted some sort of magic?
He knows he's resisted some kind of magic. He doesn't know who cast it or where or what's happened.
Okay.
He just looks over to his friend and tells him to sort of come over.
He's sitting at the bar, right?
He is sitting at the bar.
Yeah,
There's
so-
a few other people at the bar near him, but he's not interacting with any of them. He's sort of sat sort of just quietly on his own.
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of like sway up to the bar and just kind of like crash into it a little bit and just be like, barkeep.
Fairly sort of... the guy is human, getting on a little bit, but fairly sort of hench guy. You can tell he probably was a sailor or something, like just given the calluses in his hands and things like that from the rope and things like that. But he does go, yeah,
Another rum.
yeah, sure, yeah. Fumbles around with a load of glasses, hands you a double of what's fairly standard, 5 silver pieces.
Can I fumble 5 silver pieces onto the side and go 1, 2, 3,
7.
4, 5.
Oramis is also slightly from the
And
east.
he went to the orange and back. The guy, yeah, just sort of takes the silver pieces. Yeah, don't drink too much. Fuck, why do I even say that anymore? No one listens. Puts the coins in the back pocket. Enjoy. Walks back. The big guy's like, another one. The guy grabs another very, very large jug, pours out a keg of this very frothy looking beer, places it on the thing, and this guy doesn't even seem to pay. He's just sort of, there you go, enjoy. Stumbles off into what, from the smell of the thing and the steam that sort of comes out when the door opens, you can probably tell it's the kitchen. Walks off back into that area. What do you like to do?
It's I'm thinking I'm on the left of the Goliath and Oramis is on the right, but I'm a bit further down.
Yeah, so okay. So
Within
if you want to
5
be
feet.
sort of on the left, a little bit further down. Yeah, Oramis, you're on the right, fairly close. I'm assuming he's like near the
Yeah.
corner of the bar. So if you imagine like I'm him, the corner of the bar is like just sort of here.
Yeah, I'd say we're probably like this sort of distance.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eye you to start like talk to him.
Okay. You look really strong.
Thanks.
Do you sell?
Can I start creeping towards where they are?
You'd be
Yeah.
really good on a boat.
Are you like you're creeping toward them? Make
No,
a-
like I'm just walking.
Oh, right, yeah.
But I'm
oh,
walking
right, just
towards
walking.
the left side of it. Oramis is. We're at the bar. The Goliath's here. Oramis is there. I'm coming up along here.
Okay, cool.
While you're chatting.
Yeah. I've been known to sail. Go on with your drunk friend. Don't have any business here.
Coming up, I'm just gonna put a hand on the back of the Goliath's shoulder. Just say, I think you dropped this, and when he comes round, I'm gonna twat him.
So, yeah, you place your hand
That's
on,
an advantage of
the-
getting
on-
information.
on the thing on his shoulder.
Yeah,
You drop this. He turns. Roll to hit.
with advantage. Thank you.
Oh,
I'd
that's
say
good.
no because Luke said he was around there.
What do you mean?
Where Luke said he was where he is now.
Goliath. Luke.
Me. I'll tell you what. I'll give you advantage because he wasn't looking.
Okay, cool. What do you roll for melee hit?
So for a melee hit, so this is where things potentially get quite interesting because I'm assuming a bit of a brawl is going to head out. These are my rules for brawling to make things kind of fun. So, brawling. If you're in a situation, if from now on you guys are in a situation where you guys have to fight with fists, you're not going to do the boring thing of roll to hit is 1 + strength. That's boring, no one likes that. So your fist hits will be 1d6 plus strength or dex bludgeoning damage to make things interesting. I've made the enemies sort of slightly more thing to compensate. Also, their melee hits are going to do a fair bit of damage to you. Think of this as A, me giving you guys a challenge, and B, like in an actual attack, not every sort of attack hits, it's like glancing blows and things like that, whereas these are punches, these are actually landing on your face. That's going to rattle you a fair bit. Everything else is pretty much normal. If you have multi-attack, you attack twice. Everyone can make a bonus action attack. If you've got like... if you've got like... everyone can make a bonus action attack without...
I think you're a bit drunk, aren't you?
Unless you have 2-weapon fighting, which I believe Felix does, so you can make like an extra attack with your offhand. If you roll a crit, if you roll a crit on someone and they roll a crit on you, you have to make a con save 5 plus the damage taken, or you are out. You're knocked out there and then. No one's trying to kill you in this fight. This is a bar brawl, so you don't have to roll on the injury table. You don't have to roll on anything like that.
Broken nose.
However, I will say, get creative with it. I'm gonna try and be fairly lenient as to what you guys can do. So if, for example, Mazzy wanted to flip a guy over his shoulder, sure. If Oramis wanted to double foot jump into a guy, go ahead. If you wanted to grab a chair and crack it over the back of someone, fuck it, go for it. I've made a big list. Well, not really a big list. I've made a list of different general damage things. So to get us started, roll the hit.
Got to time it right.
What's your modifier?
Is it strength modifier?
Yeah. You have advantage.
I do have advantage. That would be, if it's just strength, that's 16.
Yeah.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. We'll go for the crit.
Quick fish.
16.
16. Yes. So why don't I stick you guys
in a map that I definitely didn't prepare.
In a map that I actually did prepare.
He knew what.
Ain't that better?
Actually, I was going to say he knows what Oramis is like.
So,
Oramis isn't the one who.
If you guys want to place yourselves,
where's my date?
Where are my pixels?
Yeah, that too. Where are my pixels?
Been a bit maelstrom.
Okay.
Is it? Thing for you guys. If you give it a minute, there we go. It should. It should.
Zoomed out.
There you go.
It should
snap
ping
in
in
now.
So Oramis, you said you were here.
Sometimes.
This guy. So Griffin, you were there. Mazzy, you were still by the entrance talking to the lovely barmaid.
Where is it?
That door there is the entrance. So you're still like about here, and Felix, you're upstairs. So I'm just going to put you like.
Oh, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be.
So.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought you were right next to him. I didn't realise you were at the end of the.
So roll to hit. You have rolled to hit.
Do we
roll
need to
damage.
do? After him.
The damage is 1d6.
1d6 plus your strength.
For melee. What on earth is this, Luke?
This is Ailstorm, it's pirate metal.
It's
3
not quite something
plus
I'd
4,
expect to be hearing in an old
7.
cavern.
I mean, yeah, this is real.
I'm just getting not from this, but from the situation in Pirates of the Caribbean when they're.
I've only just noticed his titties.
His
Which
titties.
one is it? It's the.
It's a second.
I've got my attacks, I can hit him again.
Alright.
That was a surprise round, so
Yeah.
unfortunately no.
Well, he's
On a
going
surprise
round.
Yeah.
But we'll roll initiative.
So
So would everyone like to roll a bit of initiative? And we'll get this
everyone's
fucking
fighting
shit
around.
started.
Can't remember that bit at all for him.
10.
What are we rolling?
Initiative. 11.
Put the little initiative
20.
tracker on just
I'll
the
do it again.
outside.
Actually, that makes sense because I'm not. Anyway, I'm talking to someone else.
A 19.
Hold on, okay, so 19 for Felix.
Yeah. It's a big one every now and again. Otherwise it was a complete.
Who is next? So
I got 20.
Oh,
yeah,
it was a
okay.
terrible idea to get it, but no, it's great. I love it. It's like the size of a tennis ball.
you got
19.
19, yeah, and then
I'm still talking to the lady.
still talking to the
You got
roll
with a two,
roll
with a
it.
two.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm
You
still
rolled
talking to the
10.
lady.
11.
Oh, 11. Okay, so then it's you. So, and then.
This is a little bit more metal than pirate. This.
It's piratey lyrics and metal music.
Yeah.
Right. So just
It's not
down in
quite
the bottom
got
corner.
sea
That's the
shanty
initiative
vibe
order.
For,
I'll roll on.
I'll put some shanties, put some like aggressive sea shanties on.
Okay, I'll
so
Google
that'll be
aggressive sea shanties.
oh please
plus
no.
1, so 15. So if I just do.
Oh yeah, no, sorry, I remember this. I just don't.
So it's a big bar fight, and then
the fiddler in that is like, it's kicking off, let's go! No one attacks the fiddler in a fight! No one dare attack the musician in the fight! Please? I mean,
it's clearly not a fight. So that's why I got in my head because of a bar fight.
Yeah.
Pirates.
I mean, it's. Take a quick pause before this all kicks
Yeah, sounds good. We'll do a quick break and then we'll get back at it with the thing. this stuff is just like regular, but they've had to introduce rules. So, Oramis, you are first. You were playing a little bit drunk, but you've just seen your friend Griffin just clock this guy right over the face.
Can I jump up on the bar
Yes, of course.
and can I kick him in the face?
Oh, that hurts.
Excellent. Yeah, so leap up onto the bar. Just roll me a quick acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
19 plus whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're up on the bar, and then roll to hit.
Oh dear.
And 6 plus, what was it? Strength.
Strength or dex, either or.
Plus 3, so 9.
Plus proficiency.
In foot?
I'm gonna allow proficiencies in this just because.
What?
I feel like it makes things interesting. I feel like if you're proficient in martial weapons, you should be proficient in punching people in the face.
That's fair.
You have like. It's a lot
Yeah.
easier to punch a man in the face than it is to swing a flail around.
It
and
is an
accidentally
odd
hit.
one that those
Proficiency
two are
for-
separate
Yeah.
proficiencies.
So personally,
7.
I think if you're proficient
16?
with martial weapons,
16
you're
hits.
proficient to hit.
Yeah, sure.
So,
How do you get
with
16?
16? 16 does indeed hit.
What are your strength
I've got
Oh my God.
plus 4 in proficiency.
I
Yeah.
3
messed up the AC on
strength.
this guy's thing. Apparently, one of them
Plus
has
6
30 AC
is
according to the
13.
way
13. How
this
did you
thing
get
calculated it.
how did you get what you got?
what do you mean?
16.
How did I get it?
Yeah.
Well, it would have been higher because I didn't realise we were adding proficiency bonus. So I
No,
rolled a 12.
what did you roll?
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6, so plus your
Oh,
strength,
I
plus
thought the
3
9.
strength.
Sorry.
plus 3 strength,
Plus 4 proficiency.
plus 4 proficiency. 13.
That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hits.
Oh, 13 hits.
I thought that was a 9.
That's good.
So, because you're getting up on the bar, the only thing right there is his face. I'll say roll me a D8 instead of a D6 because I'm feeling generous.
A 3!
A 3. And then you sneak attack.
Is that actually 4d6? Fuck me, how many d6?
I like that. Whenever Luke rolls thing, everyone sacrifices a D6.
Holy shit!
5,
5, and 2. 12, 17, 19.
12, 17, 18, 19, you're right.
19 damage, fucking hell. Alright, yeah. Oramis leaps up onto the bar, one stride and boosh. Like, so this guy's been clocked one way by Griffin, and then as his face has gone this other way, all he's seen is Oramis's boot just right up, and as he flies back off his stool, you can just see a tooth fly up into the air.
Oh.
I love it!
Nice.
We should
Anything else on
scrap
your
more
turn?
often. No.
Cool. Stood up on the bar. Felix, you're upstairs.
Yes.
Probably haven't heard a lot. I mean, you can make a perception check if you like, but...
Yeah. I missed the thing. It was
Nobody's
it was a
anything.
5, so 10.
10. With the 10, you've probably not really heard much.
Not heard. I've probably not heard enough to.
Yeah, probably not
Have
heard
any
enough
urgency
to
to
yeah,
my actions.
to
Just
rush.
milling
So
about
upstairs,
upstairs.
people are chilling out. People are having a good time. People are chillaxing, as they say.
Chilling out, maxing, all cool.
Exactly. What were you doing up there in the first place?
I mean, just kind of like having another look around and sort of like just casing the upstairs.
Okay, well, we'll stick with the 10 perception. So, like upstairs, there does seem to be a sort of up here. There's a bit more space, so there's a lot of different sort of groups you can see being formed in different sort of crews and things like that around the place.
Yeah, I'm looking for my imaginary lord that I invented to try and distract.
Yes,
The woman I was already
faking
Battling.
looking around
I'll try.
for this stuff. Is
I've
there
got
anything
it
you'd like to
very
do on your turn, or should we move on?
No, just we'll wait until see how much noise this makes until I pick up on it.
Cool. Unfortunately,
Come downstairs and
Oh,
it's like
fuck.
dead and gone.
Griffin.
I'd like to say Oramis hit him harder.
Oramis did hit him harder.
Who started the
but
fight?
where
Who
the fuck did
started
he
the
come
fight?
from?
Doesn't matter.
I
right
did
there.
insult him. I did not insult him. I just said I think he dropped this. I
Then
liked
you
it.
punch him in the face.
Can you make me a either strength save or contested athletics check?
Okay.
Like an athletics check contested by his roll to hit.
Okay.
I'll say. For the purposes of this.
Who goes first?
I'll say he goes first because he does actually need
It's
to.
it's just exciting if I know what.
Oh no, we've got to beat.
It's
Or is it more exciting
11,
rolling?
but that is plus 7, so that's 18.
18.
Come on, Griffin.
That was athletics, yeah.
Yeah, need to beat an 18 in athletics.
What have you got?
Oh.
I've got an 8, but 16.
16.
Ooh.
This guy grabs your head and just straight down on the bar. That is going to be
I freaking love it.
7, 8. That's 15 plus his strength. That's 19 damage as he slams your head straight into the fucking table. And then he's going to turn.
Blood trickling down my nose. I'll just go, you hit like a girl.
And then Oramis is going to try and sort of sweep your legs. So can you make me a dex save?
Yes, I can. 10 plus dex
I think that's like
7.
Yeah, 17, you're fine. So he's, with one hand, slams thing down the table. The other tries to...
Skip.
Tell you what. No, I can't say it. No, I can't say that he's done that. Yeah, tries to sort of swipe your legs, and in the process, sort of knocking his massive flag of the thing over. Gets everywhere. People are now staring. A bit of thing is caused as a glass sort of breaks on the floor. Getting up is his friend.
Sorry,
He
but
looks
how much
around.
was that? 19.
5, yeah, 10,
He took 19
15.
damage.
Yeah.
20,
He's got his face smashed into the table.
I'm not pretty anymore.
20, 25,
Oh,
and
you get attacked.
this guy is going to try and grab your head again.
Stop!
and go again. Oh, we tell me we get advantage. 3 and a 1. Fan-fucking-tastic. He grabs your head, but as they both sort of slam you down, I mean, I'm assuming I don't think you can physically fail that.
Well, it depends what his modifier is.
His thing is 3, and I think his
No, I
modifier.
Unless you roll a 1.
What's his athletics? Let me just check.
Oh wait, no, it's a
His
contested check, isn't it?
athletics
So 1 would still.
is plus 7, so that's 10.
10. I could fail.
You could fail. Oh, that's fine. That one.
Oh dear.
Never
my
mind.
Face hurts.
8 plus 2, 10 plus 4, that's 14 damage. As again, so this guy, bang, your face, you've just got up, this other guy runs up to you, grabs you by the hair, and just straight down again on the bar.
Did you say 14?
Yeah, 14 damage.
Oh, I've taken.
Your blood is
Lots
now
of
literally
damage.
like on the your blood is now literally like on the bar. Like that's a little dizzying and a little bit concussing. And you also begin to notice that one of the men sat over at this here table is also here. He's going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's going to try and swipe Oramis off the bar. Can you make another dex save? Actually, he needs to try and make another dex save.
Oh!
That one again.
That's a nat 1 again.
So 8.
Oramis, you fall prone as you've just
We're
sort of
doing really
fallen. You sort of fallen onto the bar. I'll just roll real quick. Falling prone, you take 1 bludgeoning damage as you land on the bar, but then he gets another attack, and that's a natural 19.
Oh boy.
I'm just gonna say
That would really hurt if like someone like runs in
It
just
just-
takes your legs out.
Yeah.
You can imagine him like just like pulling your legs and you just
And as
fall on your
your
back.
yeah, and now like as your face is like, so I'm sort of imagining now your feet are off the bottom end of the bar. Your face is off that side of the bar, and he's just going to try and slam down in your face as you're just sort of like lying there,
That's not very nice.
which he has done.
this is the most brutal fight.
7 plus 7.
I think this is the way you might end up.
4. That's 18 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my goodness.
Is it 18?
9.
Easy 9.
9 bludgeoning damage. As you're able to just sort of move most of your face out of the way and just clip the end of your nose. You can hear a little click in the end of your nose, but you're alright. That's all the people for now. Griffin, it is now your turn. You are currently you are grappled by the both of these guys.
Oh, grappled.
So you cannot move currently.
So I've got disadvantage on attacking them.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
19, and
Disadvantage on attacking them. Your speed is 0. As an action, you can break free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got 2.
Or use whatever you feels necessary to break free.
Yeah, because
You
that
can also
makes
attack
noise,
them,
but so
I'll say.
one guy
Obviously
can
with
punch and then
disadvantage,
kick, so
Yeah.
it's not really much noise.
There are
Means
also
I
to paint
can't
a
make some
bit of a
noise.
scene. There are a couple of bottles. There is like a large bottle of rum that the barkeeper was using to pour Oramis' drink. That is just about within reach, as well as a flagon, just to sort of your left.
You trying to divine smite?
I didn't expect to take 30 damage in the first 2 hits.
Now you know how it feels.
So they're gonna do that. I'm gonna use my action to do my necrotic shroud.
Necrotic shroud, okay.
Yeah,
What does that
so
do?
I unleashed divine energy within me, and my eyes go completely dark, and there's like some skeletal wings that come out behind
Jesus
me.
Christ.
Oh, fucking
my
hell.
And they're like ghostly, and they have to make a.
That
Save
must have
will
been
be
ghostly, but it sounded like
Go-
it
go-
Yeah,
to-
you
go-
pretty
to-
sure you
yeah.
did say
Well,
guilty.
I was like,
Ghosty,
how
yeah.
are wings?
They're furry.
They're quite horny.
So they need to make a what?
Oh,
Sorry?
Jesus.
They need to make a
Sure, they're not playing
charisma
a game
saving
with that
throw.
guys earlier.
Charisma saving
God.
throw.
The DC
What the hell did they already
is
use?
16. DC 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus 1 modifier.
16. So big guy first. He rolls an 18 minus 1. That's 17.
Boom, yeah.
And the other guy, 14 minus 1. He is now, I'm assuming, frightened.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what a good thing for frightened. I don't know what a good symbol for frightened is. I don't think we've ever had one. So I'm just going to go with a creepy skull thing. No, there's a good one. Boom. That is.
Oh, that's brilliant, man.
That's like screaming. Yeah.
My brain's
Anything
exploding.
else?
So that lasts for a minute.
I'll say with that, he is let go. He's terrified. I'm gonna say he's frightened of you. He's physically let go.
Yeah, I keep having in this sheet. So that lasts for 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes, a minute.
Okay.
And when I do an attack, I get to add my level in damage
Add your level in damage.
for necrotic. When you deal damage to it with an attack or a spell, so the melee attack will count, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's
That's plus 11.
Have I got bonus action?
No, that'd be. Wait, is that your level? or
Yeah,
your
because it's
paladin?
my Asimar thing. That's what's doing
Oh,
my
shit,
class.
okay, level. Fuck. Alright.
Yeah, son.
Is lay on hands an action or a bonus action?
Lay on hand is your full action.
It is an action, okay. Do I have anything? Bonus, I don't think I do. Did you say, can you use your bonus action to make a melee hit?
Yeah.
With it
Um,
offhand, just with no proficiency
yeah, yeah.
bonus? Do you have to have
I
done
think
that
it- you
first?
think
You
you
have
have
to
to.
take the attack
You have to take the
action
attack action
Okay.
if you
to
want to
then follow
offhand.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can use my bonus action for anything then, so that's just going to be me. But I'm like pissed and my eyes are jet black.
Yeah.
And I'm seething.
That
I've
is
got
fucking
real
dope.
Geralt vibes.
Yes.
Mazzy, you're talking with this
Right.
girl who's
Yeah.
now turned.
I need to just get something straight before I do. She's going around with drinks, right? So she's
Yeah.
on drinks. Good. Want to point that out. How tall is the guy ahead of me?
The guy ahead of you, he is a dwarf.
Oh, okay. That's not
He
too
is
bad.
about sort of like 5 foot. He's a fairly tall dwarf, like Doc, but like
That's
like
actually-
5'10",
Actually, a
5.
bit depressing. That doesn't really work for what I was going to do. But
I mean, the guy
I'm gonna do it
behind you is
anyway,
a
but
Goliath,
I'm gonna
so
do-
he's very
yeah.
tall.
yeah. I kind of. Well, you'll see after we get into price together.
Oh no! This is
I'm going to say.
copyright.
Sorry, Daddy's got to go to work.
I don't like what this place is bringing out in Mazzy.
I thought I'd just finish off. I'm going to grab 2 bottles.
Yeah.
I'm going to run up and get my sky boots. I've still got them on. I'm going to jump, get a bit taller, jump onto the guy, not using an attack, but I was trying to try and jump off him, so he'll be off
Okay.
balance in some way. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to fly in the air and jump towards the big guy and give him a smack with my bottles.
Okay, so
Flying
make
fucking
an athletics check to. So obviously you've used your sky boots. You've
Yeah,
leaped
my
on
sky
top
boots
of this
are there,
guy.
so it's from the jump off him.
Yeah. So this is for your jump off him to try and get a
Athletics, what is
decent.
my
thing. I think you got pretty decent athletics.
8 plus 8.
So plus 8.
Oh, 17 plus 8.
17 plus 8. Yeah, you can definitely you land right on this guy's shoulders, pushing him back just a little bit. Like just slightly away.
Just
from
off
Oramis.
balance so he's not easily going to take
in the air.
arms.
Make an attack roll.
Attack roll.
Hi.
Shit, 6.
6 plus.
Oh,
Strength.
4 plus 4.
4 plus 4 hits.
Yeah.
14.
40, what do I roll? Just a d6?
I would say you're now holding bottles. That's a d8. You're attacking with both.
It'll be two attacks, right?
Two attacks. Okay, so roll for the first one. So that's a d8.
Yeah, 2 attacks.
I mean, no, you change.
Would it be
rules, but
better-
Normally, improvised weapons are 1d4, but
Pardon?
fist. Normally, improvised weapons are 1d4 and fists are 1. So I don't know how you want to.
Yeah,
interpret
I'm
it.
just
probably
going to say for the
strong.
purposes of this that it's like 1d8. Like I have a list of different.
That's
Yeah, this one's got
Yeah.
right down to his head. That
Yeah,
was the
it's
plan.
like-
but I don't know how
scale
far I'm
them
going to
up,
get
so
up from
more
the dwarf.
epic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Otherwise, it's like 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially like imagine trying to put these guys against you guys 90 hit points.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
1.
Right.
Watch.
Watch me roll up. 1.
It is a 1!
Oh dear.
Ouch.
Fuck's sake.
1 plus 4, so that's 1 plus your strength.
5.
5 damage. Alright.
Do you just struggle to work out 1 plus 4?
No, Mazzy. Absolutely not. Make your second attack.
Second one's how tall is he again? Sorry.
This guy's probably around like 7 to 8 feet.
I can still reach his head. I'm going to try and whack the other one across his head as well.
Simultaneously, either side.
4 plus
Just
4
about
plus 4.
4 plus 4 plus 4
Yeah,
12. Is 12. That doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
That
The first
one's gone flying. That's going to land in the
first
bar
one
somewhere.
slams down. Second one, you just sort of overshot it a little bit, and the bottle just flies over. The
All of
bar.
that epicness had got him 1 damage.
Well, 5 damage.
A 5, so it was rolled a 1, sorry, yeah.
It's 5 times better.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, at the end of you guys'
Oh,
turns,
sorry, I meant to say this because he's not. I'm going to be screaming when I'm flying in the air.
Nice.
Daddy's working!
At the end of you guys' turns,
So sorry, I am now there.
With a retching noise from.
A flat Oramis at the bottom.
end of you guys' turns, start of a new round, initiative count 20, the lair action goes off, and you just hear from the corner this guy, oh shit, is it that time already? Fuck it! Grabs a glass, smash over his friend's head, another guy punches him, another dude swings at him.
Good
All of
lord.
a sudden, down the stairs, a guy just rolls and tumbles and falls down. Shit ensues. Felix, you've heard what's fucking going on
Yeah.
now. Holy fuck.
If he hasn't, what's wrong with him?
It's all that work in the forge, like all that loud clanging, and it's gone a bit deaf.
Yeah.
So now everyone around you just gets up in arms. Women, children.
Children?
Children in this
Tavern.
tavern.
Can we row
Fucking
back on that and just remove the children?
Okay.
I mean, I'm happy to beat up kids.
Everyone.
What?
That's
That's
no
a problem.
It's like the
I
Brooklyn.
mean, they're already underage drinking, so
It's
they
like the
deserve it.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine thing. It's like I won't kill a kid unless the kid's a dick. Then it's negotiable.
I won't kill a kid unless the kid's a dick, in which case that rule is negotiable. Anyway, Felix, you notice that upstairs, like, some guy gets tackled down the stairs, upstairs and goes, oh fuck, and suddenly the groups of like crew or whatever around you just erupt from their chairs, pulling up whatever
Just
weapons
like burst
or
out,
anything.
flipping tables.
And, yeah, literally, tables are flipped, people are throwing fruit and food, people are charging towards each other, and you're just sort of caught in the mess of this.
Alright.
I mean, it's an actual bar problem, isn't it?
It's
It's
fucking.
You're welcome to find
insanity.
something.
Oramis, it is your turn. You are prone on the bar. It'll take half your movement to get up onto the bar or get sort of off the bar down, either way.
What I was going to do, Bob.
I would like to stand up again.
On the bar.
On the bar.
On the bar, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sam finds music.
Oh, I thought you were going to
What was happening?
What?
No, sit back down. You're about to find out.
Alright.
Right, fine, we haven't seen it.
Alright.
I haven't seen it.
Alright, well, we're waiting.
Let's see what culinary
Better be amazing.
Oramis has got to serve on his turn.
So I've used half my movement to stand up.
Yeah.
Can I use 5 feet to go there?
Yeah. That is an opportunity attack from this guy. At your sort of like.
He's
feet.
welcome to it. He's welcome to it.
Gonna be quiet,
12 plus 7, that's 19. I'm assuming that hits.
Yeah.
Make a dex save real quick because he's going for your feet.
Oh no!
Not a very high DC. This is just to.
Just ambient.
Yeah, fine. But you will take
That's not
5 plus 4. That's
Kind of works.
9 damage. 4 damage.
Cool. And then can I jump on his back?
Jump on his back. Yeah, of course. Make me an
Or if
athletics
that's the opposition.
or acrobatics check.
You're not beating him in athletics.
8 plus.
This isn't to beat him. It's not this guy.
11.
Oh yeah, this is just to leap over and onto his back. So 8 plus 11.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, 19? Yeah. You leap on this guy's back,
Acrobatics.
grab him. I'd say that's your action.
Uh-huh.
To sort of get on his back. What would you like to do now?
Can I put-
Anything else?
Can I put him in a chokehold?
You put him in a chokehold. Okay.
With
I'll
your
say.
arms or with your legs?
It's not sexy, so with my arms.
That's practical.
Or with
Punch him.
Yeah, that's maybe with my legs.
Or
I've got-
and then on your next turn you do the Black Widow thing where you like flip off and you chuck him across the room.
I'm not sure I've got the powerful
I don't think
thighs.
he has the facilities for that big man.
You haven't got the core strength to like.
The trouble is
embrace
I've
it.
got too much facilities, so it just gets in the way.
The reason I was laughing is because he just typed in choking in D&D. I knew what you meant, but I just thought it sounds so. Maybe to give to Matt later, I don't know.
Okay,
Don't
so
tell-
you've
Well, these weapons after Daddy goes to work, he comes home again.
Yeah, so.
Palpatine?
Oh dear lord. What's going on?
I don't know.
Is Ben checking the rules on chokage?
Don't call it choking.
The old stroke and choke.
Oh.
And no, he will not be tapping out.
Oh dear lord.
I want to see the light leave.
okay. So you,
I can't wait to see
as your
them destroy
action,
this
jumped
as
on this
Felix
guy's
wants
back.
to.
I'll say on your next turn you can make an athletics check. You can like use your action to essentially like pull and start choking this guy.
Yeah.
But at the minute you're sort of on his back, about to like you've maneuvered yourself sort of
Is he
on his back.
grappled then? Or
I would say no because
You're not
he can
contested.
still move. Like
He's got used to his
like
legs.
like,
yeah.
like grappling stops her movement. Oramis is just on his back right now. Like and
He
the
is being
thing
mounted.
and the thing is this guy is like it's almost frightening when you realise that he doesn't even move, doesn't flinch, doesn't anything when Oramis leaps on
you
his
just
back.
run into him and it's just nothing.
Brick
Like
wall.
jumping
Although-
at a tree.
Yeah.
All there is now just you fuck. And we'll get to them on their turn. Felix, it is your turn.
Well, seeing as there's a brawl erupted above me, I'm going to head downstairs.
No, you jumped downstairs, so was the other first.
Well, based on the looks of this, it just looks like it's a straight flight of stairs, so I would just be jumping down the stairs for no reason, with no one to attack. So
I mean, there's plenty of people. There's people fucking everywhere.
yeah, well, I'm not just diving in on a randomer for no reason. I have a
Well, it
conscience.
seems like they're diving in on each other for no reason. So.
Well, they're unusual beings. I have a conscience, sir. So I just come down the stairs and sort of lean against the banisters here with like a pipe in one hand and seeing Griffin in a bit of trouble, sort of grappled. So we've got like a grapple chain going on. Aramis is like on one guy and the guy's got Griffin who's like smashing his head against the bar.
Yeah, Oramis is on this guy's back, hand around, like arm around his neck. This guy has got his hand on Griffin's face.
Don't scare me, mate.
And this other guy is like shitting himself. He's like, what the fuck have we got ourselves into right now?
Okay. Well,
what are you doing?
I'm just gonna lean against the rail and I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Griffin.
Hey, big boy.
Just like wave your
All
hand
right.
and right through the
Griffin, you become a very big, scary death angel. This guy behind you just
What's
gets,
that in my pocket? Or
Shunted
am I just
out
happy
away.
to see me?
and this guy sort of grabbing your head is like,
That's amazing.
Can't-
You're just there with a pipe. Hey!
can't can't quite let go.
That's fantastic.
Let's see how it goes before I
Are you just going to sit down and watch for now?
Well, I don't think I've come, like,
Just sit there
it's like
drinking your
kicked off upstairs. I've been like, fuck this, walk down and go, oh, it's kicking off down here. Oh, Griffin's in a bit of trouble. Go big, my friend.
Is that
Go big or go
is that
home.
concentration?
Yeah, it is.
Well, not that anyone's attacking you.
That's one of the reasons why I'm
Uh,
just leaning like against the railing on the stairs. Although the railing is probably actually eye level, so I'm probably peering through the bars.
How tall am I now?
You're now 12 feet tall.
Oh.
Is he hitting his head on the ceiling?
If
Yeah,
it's-
you are now like basically like slightly crouched.
Yeah, you go from
I
you go
think-
to large. You go one side up, so you go to
Okay.
large. So you're like 10, 12
So-
feet tall.
I'd say this is a pretty big tavern, and there is like a chandelier here. That's
I so badly want to try and
that's
swing
what
that
is.
chandelier.
So I'll
I,
say
like,
your head
really
is like
wanna, like come in and like, fly,
centimeters
like,
away
like,
from
sleep.
the away from the
I
ceiling.
wanted to like kick one,
But
kick
you
one,
are now
I thought this was all right, it
massive.
was
You add
perfect.
1d4 to any strength, any attacks you make, and
Advantage on strength.
advantage on
checks.
strength-based checks
And
saving
strength
throws.
That's good. So the guy who was holding my head, is he now in the air with me?
He's not, but he is now like almost holding.
giving
like,
you a
he's
joke.
now like
Holding your waist.
yeah, he's now like holding your shoulder. Like he's had to let go of your thing, but he's now like holding your shoulder. Fucking hell.
Just swinging round by his feet.
It is, however, now his turn, and with Oramis on his back, who's now actually there, he's going to go, get off, and he just starts running backwards
Oh.
into this table, where he will leap on his back
Oh,
and crash down on the table.
Oh, what a beautiful start!
Make me a... Are you going to try and move off of his back, or are you staying put?
I'm gripping tight.
You're gripping tight, so you automatically fail the check. Lands, table, snap, crunch, plates, food everywhere. The people who were previously sat on it are now engaged in... You want to call it a fist fight, but it's just... they're a bit more scholarly types. And
Yes.
I'm very sorry, that's going to be a little bit of damage.
Oh, you don't want some of this?
Sorry.
You stay out of this.
11, and then plus
Yeah.
4, 15 bludgeoning damage
Remember it's strong.
as you land.
yeah.
As you land sort of hard on your back. You are now under this, guys. You are also grappled. Make me a con save. No, strength save to keep holding on to him through this damage.
Okay.
The both of you are also prone through this.
Oh.
Booyah.
Yeah, you're fine. Even through this, like he's now sort of realized, oh shit, this didn't work quite how I planned. I'll say that was probably his. Yeah, that was his action to do. This guy's gonna have a go at Mazzy, who doesn't like the fact you jumped over him. Oh, also Mazzy, that was an attack of opportunity.
Oh yes.
You should have got one. So do you want to
What do
roll
I
that now?
roll for that?
Just roll the hit.
Good.
Plus
Success.
the 8. No.
No.
It's not your
That's
day.
three.
You're not any good without weapons.
No, I generally think it's this.
What's that?
Whatever I roll here.
Meant to be in.
Blame you, James.
No, that's not that square. This guy here is going to run sort of
No.
over here, grab one
Oh,
of the
right,
bottles from the
yeah.
thing, and just try and whack like your leg or whatever with it. He rolls a disadvantage because he's frightened.
Okay.
So 10, 17, so that's 14. So and this guy's going to try and attack Mazzy real quick. 14 plus 8, 14 plus
Where's my
7. I'm assuming that hits 21.
No.
Genuinely for a minute, I was waiting. I thought you had something. I was like, what am I giving him? He's going to try and grab your head and also slam it down. So now roll
Just move, man.
an,
I've just been teaching
an
them.
athletics check. No, actually, no, he's not. He's going to try and grab you and just straight
Not you.
headbutt you. He's a dwarf, so he does have to sort of
Actually,
jump up a little
generally,
bit.
I don't get the point in headbutts because surely it hurts the person who's headbutting just as
Oh,
much.
if you
If you get hit
with
with, like,
if you hit with
nose.
this bit in the bridge of your nose, that's broken.
Yeah.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
So-
because if you use, Sam says, you use the hard bit of your head there to hit a squishy bit like their nose or something like that.
Still
then,
going to give you a
It's
massive
actually-
head.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're not on the same bit, that hurts.
Yeah.
So actually, he's not going to roll anything. Instead, he's going to headbutt you. So he's going to use both of his attacks. One to, like, essentially, like, the process of headbutting is both of his attacks. But can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Hello.
Where is it?
How strong is your forehead?
14. His strength is +4, so that's 8 + 4 is 12 + 3 proficiency. That's
15.
15. Unfortunately, you don't make it. You are stunned until your next turn, as you've been.
Oh, it's like the
smacked.
mind flayers all over
Oh
again.
no.
It's only until your next turn, so you're alright. But you've been.
No one else is likely
straight
to
in the
attack me,
face,
so it's
and
fine.
that will deal a fair bit of damage.
What?
5
What?
+3, 8 + 4, 12 points of
Owie.
bludgeoning damage. This guy's done his turn, and this dwarf is going to go, boys, get the fuck down here!
Oh, look what you started, you idiots.
And
I'm talking to you two, because I was
running down the stairs behind you,
No, I didn't do
Griffin,
anything.
Except the guy who started the punch.
they obviously don't realise that you're a threat,
Yeah.
so they run 10. Are you making an attack roll to anything?
Can you just
how
trip
many?
them up?
How many are coming down?
2.
Can I try and trip the second one?
Trip the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just-
of course.
Just a
Roll
little sneaky.
to hit, but with your dexterity.
11 + 4 proficiency, 15.
15 hits.
No!
That's enough.
15 hits. So this guy is going to run, and he's going to get to about here. This guy, on the other hand, is going to get to here. Hits,
Face plant.
falls prone. Roll me a
Oh, you have to
d6.
finish him off. Look.
6.
Oh.
6. He's going to roll a dex save to try and not keep tumbling. He rolled a 7 + 7 is 14. Your thing is...
17 for my spell save DC.
I'm not looking for your spell save DC, I'm looking for your 8
My armor
plus...
class,
No, 8 plus dex plus proficiency. That's 8 plus 3...
15.
15. You rolled a 14, so roll me another d6.
5.
Damn.
5.
I need to use your dice.
That
This
is,
one could send a good search.
that is 11 damage, and he lands sort of on the first step, straight on his nose, and then rolls sort of down the rest of the steps. He is unfortunately prone and can't use. He doesn't have the movement to get back up. This guy is going to use his action to dash, however, and go
Do what you want,
5,
you'll go again. Yeah.
10,
Yeah.
15. Actually, this guy will use his action to dash and get back on his feet. But what the fuck was that? Griffin, it is your turn.
So this guy in front of me, he's frightened of me until the end of this go.
To the end of this go.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the
Say
guy with the
boo.
club.
Hit the guy with the club.
Yeah. Cool. He's frightened. I don't get any advantage. It's just if he tries to attack me, isn't it? But
yeah.
it won't matter at the end of this. 13 plus 8.
13 plus 8 hits.
Cool. Right.
Wait, which guy? The frightened
Clubby
guy?
boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. D6
Yep.
plus
D6
4.
plus
That's
4 is
5.
5.
Plus 11 because that's my necrotic shroud.
5, so that's 16.
Plus 1d4 because I'm giant.
Yep.
1 before you're enlarged.
Is that good? No.
Unfortunately not.
So what was that? That was 15, 16. Why can't I?
17.
17 damage.
17 damage. He's still up, but that was a nasty swing across his
So
face.
he's still up, so I'm going to hit him again.
Yeah.
That was I hit with the cross, and then we're coming back around with the other cross. And we're missing.
Was that?
That is 11.
11 to hit? Nah, doesn't hit, I'm afraid. You can make a bonus action attack if you'd like.
So would you say they kick us out if we use offensive spells?
Yeah,
But if we use stuff that's like area effects, what would you say on that?
depends on the area. Depends on the effect.
Fireball.
No.
Oh, the chandelier fell, guys. All those candles, huh?
I'm thinking of casting web.
Web.
Yeah, just around me. So just be a 20-foot radius of like sticky webs, basically, which makes it difficult terrain for them to move through.
I'd probably say that's like no bar wants a little bit, like they're gonna have to clean that shit up. They probably wouldn't want. I mean, you can do it. They might not necessarily call the guards, but they're definitely gonna want to kick you out.
Okay, right, I'm
Good
gonna
luck
hit this
getting
guy
him.
He's
again.
already got ghostly wings.
Yes, I'm gonna hit this guy again, but I don't get my proficiency, do I? 'Cause it's a bonus action.
You don't get this strength modifier if you hit, like on the damage.
Oh, so I do get the. It's
Yeah,
still plus
yeah.
8 to hit. Okay. 18.
18 hits.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, you just
D4
don't get
or
your
D6?
Change to my D20. No.
That's, yeah, you left them there.
2.
Oh,
You
you did
do
the
quite a
highest
bit.
and a D4 because I'm big.
D4
6.
is big. 6.
What the?
5.
Still the same.
And
Oh, 3 hours of atmospheric tambour music,
kablamo.
but all this is
First
just
hit,
gone.
bang. Second hit, wallop. Straight over the bench he's right next to, and he just sort of tumbles over the bench, lands sort of just underneath the table. And then, very unfortunately, one of the guys on the other side of the room also sort of uppercuts someone, and he lands on top of this guy,
ouch.
right underneath.
I give
The guy-
him
the
give
guy
him the
looks at you.
3-piece and the soda.
The guy looks at you, realizes you're very, very big, grabs a flagon and tries to throw it over to you. Not clearly a little drunk, not realizing that that's obviously going to spill everything everywhere. It was pretty easy to catch, but it's a flagon full of like mead or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like, cheers! Turns around to face off against another one of his friends. Is that everything on your turn?
I'm going to move.
It's not really anything.
I'm going to move there to give, and I'll just be there for my boys.
Emotional,
You're doing really well.
emotional
Mazzy,
support.
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Right.
Providing the necessary distraction.
So I'm sort of dazed. What's happening? Shit.
Yes. Make another con save.
Oh shit.
I'm going to say, how long does that stun last?
It's just into my next round. I thought it was. So I thought it was.
Yes, it was. So
Yeah.
now it's
Okay.
now it's gone. You're alright.
So I'm gonna sort of stagger back a little bit, not engage attack opportunity, but go
At the
back.
beginning or the end of his turn?
Then
It's the beginning of his turn. I feel like it probably
Yeah.
should have been the end of his turn, but whatever. I said
I'm gonna grab the stools behind me, and then come
Okay.
around and try and sort of uppercut him with the stool.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's not necessarily an attack because I mean a stool is gonna go through that entire space.
Yeah.
So I'll say he gets to make a strength or dex save. He's obviously gonna go strength. That's a 16 natural.
Use your
So roll 3d8.
3d8.
Which one's the D8?
So I'm not rolling d8. Just realised.
I did 30 damage. That's good.
7, 6.
5 plus
18?
7. 18. Alright, so this thing
Oh, sorry.
smashes over him. He does manage to sort of like pull his sort of hands up to just take most of the brunt force, so he'll take half.
Can
But-
you imagine we had a
Bastard.
monk in this?
Huh?
Can you imagine we had a monk in this?
Oh, that'd be.
Could I interest
It's
you?
a-
His hands are up here.
His hands, yeah, like up here.
The second attack, right to the bollocks.
Oh!
Alright, I'll say if you crit, you hit him right in the bollocks.
Oh yeah, boy. Where is it?
D20.
Did you hit him with the chair at first?
If he,
Yeah, I hit him with a chair, and then
He's up. What is up in there?
if he hit me with all, surely that's him out.
Well, yeah,
Out
that's
of
the,
five.
that's the thing, obviously, with crits.
yeah.
They're potentially just out.
Ah, 9.
Good roll.
Plus-
9
Plus 8.
hits, more like the sort of lower stomach, but it hits.
No, that's still pretty. Could be
It's
weak.
a dwarf,
Yeah.
he doesn't anticipate how
Yeah.
the belt is.
Exactly. D6 plus strength.
Yeah. That's one. Plus strength is 4.
One.
1
All
plus
4
4
damage rolls.
Love this one so much. Please, next time.
Very
Get
nice.
over a roll one.
Yeah,
The
you
end,
have two.
end of the next turn, yet another layer action goes off. Suddenly, you just start seeing smoke appear from the appear from the we can assume is the kitchen, as the door briefly opens. Even the cooks have gotten into a fucking brawl,
Them line chefs be angry.
and the woman that you were talking up says, "Oh fuck this." Throws away the drinks, runs up behind the dwarf that you're going up to.
Yeah, I made a friend.
Make a hit. That's a natural 17. That will hit no matter
Oh,
what.
Mazzy, take her.
Babe.
Marry her.
Well,
Make
her
her
strength is that of a
Mrs.
commoner,
Fowler.
so it's like +1, and she rolled a 1, so that's 2.
You have so much in common, you both roll 1.
But this tray does just sort of break over this dwarf's head,
Yeah, that's gotta hurt.
and you can just see him like seething.
He's already.
Don't hit a
He
girl, don't hit a girl, don't hit a girl.
does when he catches on when he goes through it.
I mean,
I don't think I can.
And you can also see
This
Felix.
section not to hit you.
Actually, no,
I don't
that
know.
doesn't happen. That
I
doesn't
was
happen.
done for it actually.
Oramis, your turn. You are choking this guy. Make me an athletics
athletics check. Boo-yah,
I just think you're on the back of this sweaty Goliath, and you're like, I've killed a god. What am I doing here?
Rolling a 6.
6 plus 11, 17.
17. I'll say he gets to make a con save against that. If he fails, then he will start to choke out. 3, 6. I know there's like rules for choking, but people can hold their breath in D&D as many minutes as their Constitution modifier.
This thing I've found here says a creature may have an amount of strangulation levels that is equal to 1 plus con mod.
I feel like that's a homebrew rule.
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah.
I've not heard of. I would just say I would kind of just go with it deals damage every time because he's like struggling to breathe.
Yeah, no. Actually, I think that's a pretty good way to do it. Okay, roll, say, 2d6.
Because as you say, like
just straight 2d6.
Hit points is not necessarily like whether
that's
you're
fair.
dead or not.
Oh dear.
7.
7. All right. So you've strangled him for 7 hit points. That's pretty decent, to be fair. For 2d6, just over average. Not too. Actually, no, that is average. Not too shabby. Anything else on your turn?
Would you? This is a little bit. Would you allow sneak attack on a bite?
On a bite.
If I were to like, because I've got him like, if I like bite his ear or something.
Oh fucking hell.
Alright, Mike Tyson.
You know what? It is technically it's not necessarily finesse.
There is nothing finesse about
No, I'll say no. I'll allow the bite.
just
I
have a
won't
white
allow
one.
I won't allow the thing. So roll to hit, just generally roll to hit. I didn't anticipate a bite. Fucking hell.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Fucking hell, nat 20. Yes,
Yeah,
you roll. I'll say 2. I don't know. Damage for a bite. I didn't anticipate this. Okay, roll d8 plus another d8 plus strength of you pulling. Because obviously that's a d8. 4.
10.
10
Nice.
plus 4 because of your strength.
14.
14. He needs to make a con save of 5 plus 14, so it's 19. Otherwise he just KOs. And you've basically just bitten his ear off and screaming and howling in pain. 15 plus
What's his con mod?
He's going to have a good con mod, sure.
Yeah, must be plus
3.
18.
What did you roll again?
19.
19. You start biting this guy's ear, he's like, and then just licking you into this, and you don't even realise you're doing it, but
Oramis starts
Ear.
biting, and then obviously the pain you'd like flinch away, and it's
exactly, and literally, and Oramis, you don't even realise you've done it until you stop feeling resistance, and then all of a sudden you've got a Goliath's ear in your mouth. He's like, and then just through the pain, he's knocked out, and it's now you realise, wait, how the fuck am I going to get this guy off me? Because you've got this 7 to 8 foot Goliath.
How the fuck are you going to get him to talk?
Well, yeah, we need to tell his fate to him. Could you have lessened your animal instincts a little bit, please?
I mean, you really can't. Griffin the fight starter.
I was gonna chat him up, and you're just there. Excuse me, mate. I think you drop this.
So this guy, out. Congratulations, he had a fair few more hit points in him. Is that the end of your turn?
I mean, there's not much else I can do unless.
I'd say you could stand up, but that would take pretty much all of your movement to get this guy off you and then stand up.
Yeah, I'll stand up.
Yeah, okay, you're now stood up. Felix, it is your turn. Guy at the bottom of the stairs, you've just tripped him up. He thinks it's probably you.
I'm going to cast message at the guy next to Oramis and just whisper in his mind, "That dude's crazy, just get off the guy's ear. You might want to run. I am your conscience."
Fuck was that? I'll say that gives.
I'm trying to intimidate
I'll say.
him.
Okay, roll an intimidation check. I'll say with advantage because this is like in his mind. This is a simple dwarf
It's in his
bruiser.
mind, and he has just watched Oramis bite someone's ear off.
Yeah.
Can I keep his ear?
Just-
My neck?
15.
15. This guy's kind of rattled by this. That's definitely shook him up a little bit. Moving on, you'll see the effect of that on turn. Moving on, it is the brutes. He'll take. This guy will sort of look over. Oramis. Oh fucking hell! Just now seeing like the blood over like Oramis's mouth and stuff. It's like, oh fucking hell! Just looks at the Mazzy.
Oh, can I bonus action blades on?
Yes, of course.
So I start to say,
Looks-
drink up me hearties, yo ho!
Looks up at Mazzy.
Yo ho, yo.
Yo, that fucker. Yeah, I don't get paid enough for this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
He gets paid. Who by? Follow him out.
He's out the door.
Bye, Felicia.
This guy here is going to try and take a swing at Oramis. A couple of swings at Oramis.
This guy doesn't care that I've just bitten some Goliath's ear off. He's going for some.
Don't know who that guy is. But
What?
He's rolled a 2 on his first attack.
He looks a bit like Hawkeye.
Second attack, he's rolled a 4. Neither of those are going to hit.
Well.
He was drinking too much upstairs, that guy.
This guy here is going to run up to Felix. Now he's looking pretty bruised, pretty beaten from that falling on the floor, and he's going to try and take a swing at the old Felix. That's a natural 14 plus 7. That's 21. I'm assuming that hits. So that's 4 plus 6. That's 10 plus 4. 14 damage.
Okay.
Con save for enlarge.
Yes.
Skip on a bit.
Yes, I feel like the mood has
10.
mellowed somewhat. 10. You're alright, you're fine. As this hit just sort of like the first one managed to
It's
sort
not
of
quite
duck,
musical,
duck
is
back
it?
to the railing, and then the second one just clocks you right on the nose.
Can I...
Have you seen No Time to Die? You need some Cuban music, like when Paloma was shooting everyone up.
Yeah, but don't have that here.
Can you...
Oh, can I just like tank this, just right on the chin and just be like... just stare him down?
It's just... Oh shit, alright. Next up
Or
is
stare
Griffin.
up at him.
Griffin, you've watched Oramis bite this guy's fucking ear off right in front of you.
Yeah.
Throw him over, stand up. The guy you started a fight with is out for the count.
I'll look across at him, or I'll look down at him, and I'll just say, I thought you were a pussy, respect my friend. And then I'm going to run up to here, can I squeeze through that gap?
I'll say it'll cost an extra 5 feet.
You're going to hit your head on the
yeah.
chandelier.
Yeah, you do have to sort of duck for the chandelier as well.
Okay, and then I'm going to, as I run past this guy, I'm going to try and slam him down.
Oh, okay.
Like a
Okay,
clothesline.
so roll.
Like a
This is
clothesline.
A
going
little
to
bit,
be
just close
a
them.
contested athletics check.
I should have advantage on it, because I'm
You
big.
do have advantage on this. He's going to contest this with his acrobatics.
Okay,
An evasive boy.
what's he rolled?
What did you roll?
I haven't rolled yet.
You roll a nat 20.
Oh, did he? Well,
You've got advantage.
I've got 2 rolls to get a nat
You have
20.
advantage.
Oh, I could get higher than him even if he's got nat 20. Can
Yeah,
I?
24.
11.
19.
No.
Oh, 15. 19.
You grab this guy's head, but you just sort of twist your arm, throws you off.
Oh.
That technically only counts as one attack. You can make a second one.
Okay, as I've tried to close on him, he's just shrugged me off. I'll spin around and I'll roundhouse kick him.
Roundhouse kick him. All right, roll to hit.
With my tree trunk of a leg. 19. I'll roll again. Do I get advantage? No.
You...
Oh, I do actually.
Yeah.
I'm across.
I'm
across from Oramis. Flanking?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Flanking. Yeah.
20? No, 20. Well, I got
You hit.
a natural 20.
You hit. So roll. I'll say roundhouse kick and 1d8. Go for
D8.
it.
What was that?
That's a 2. Not
Okay.
a great damage roll.
Plus
but
11, 13.
Plus 11, 13.
And then plus 4 because I'm big. So
Plus
17.
4
Jeez.
is a big 17 damage in one hit, and he fucking feels it as his body, he's almost thrown out of that 5 feet space. Not really prepared for that at all.
Can I use my bonus action to do an offhand attack?
You can, yeah.
Okay.
What is going on with these music sounds?
Yeah.
It sounds like it's more like a comedy fight now.
Yeah.
18.
It's
18 hits.
real mixed tones.
D6, just because so I've run out kicked him.
Yeah, D6.
Oh my god, the amount of ones I've rolled. So another 3 damage.
18.
Not the ones we've all rolled.
21.
But getting the extra damage.
Yeah.
Cool, he's still up, but
Can't wait to
fucking
use
hell,
this
he's
on
felt that.
Yeah.
Jesus. Mazzy, your turn. Guys run away from you. It's just this one guy left who's still sort of like seething and looking around.
Technically
trying
two, because the guy.
Oh yeah, and there's this guy over by Felix as well, who probably clocked by now, turning around for all this. There's also the woman who just clocked the guy, the dwarf in front of you over the head. She's still sort of stood there now, drinking one of the drinks that she was previously handing out to people.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm going to give her a little nod saying thank you for helping out. But I'm going to come to the back of this guy. He's clearly facing... Or which way is he facing, doesn't it?
Who? This guy here?
Yeah.
He's sort of like looking around at the both of them, because on the one hand, Oramis has blood trailing from his mouth and a Goliath ear in his mouth. And the other one is this huge, demonic, terrifying...
Oh, I forgot, yeah, horrible.
Black eyes, skeletal wings type thing.
Also blood all over my face.
So he's sort of looking
Oh,
terrified.
No.
Just break on a bit. I'd assume... Oh no, Oramis was laid down across this bar. I'm just thinking, is there a drink that I can just pick up?
I mean, there's like
just
like I said to Griffin. So there is like the bottle of whiskey that was first served to Oramis when he was drunk, just on the other side of the bar.
Pick that up, take
Yeah.
a swig, and then go run towards him with it.
Yeah, all right. Pick it up, take a quick swig, walk over to him with it. That's one.
We are clocking the head.
That is 1d8 damage when you get to it. But first, you got to roll to hit. Just regular roll to hit.
13.
Plus
13.
Oh, plus the 8
hits.
Right. What was it again?
1d8 plus
Strength,
8.
4 strength in the bar.
Yeah. We're strong boys.
And then Oramis.
2, so 6.
2, 6. He's not happy now.
Gonna do the same again though.
Gonna do the same
But
again.
if I'm so holding it, is it now broken?
I'll say
Broken
for the
glass.
minute, this is like a sort of hefty, almost like Jack Daniel's bottle of whiskey. It's not broken yet, but that is just like dong. You've heard this deep sort of dong that just cracked him over the head. It's still stable.
Okay, I'm going to
For a minute.
dong one side and then backhand it and then dong the other side of it.
Yeah.
Hitting him with your dong.
Dilly ding dilly dong.
Dilly.
10 plus 18.
18 definitely hits.
Oh, I just went in. Don't be a 1. 6.
I'll throw with the 1. I'm going to be very honest, with your strength modifier added to
Yeah,
whatever
it's a
you
five.
rolled, he
Yeah.
would go down. So the first attack, dong. Second
Ding.
attack, smack.
Let's say
Smashes.
the second one catches him right underneath the jaw. Catch him.
Smashes and just the glass just shatters sort of up his face, and he falls back down, almost like on his Goliath friend, like just before him landed. There is one of them left. The tavern is still in full swing. Everyone fighting all around you. One of the cooks, in fact, sprints out of the tavern all the way across this back door, literally on fire.
Yes, I was
His
just thinking she must be
his
one.
coat fucking flaming.
Oramis, throw a drink on him.
Felix, right next to you, you clock just to your right a halfling walk up to you. I'm the smallest in this bar. Fuck off. Fuck you. And he's just sort of pointing you in the face. Who's he? Pointing at the guy fighting you. Where is he?
He's the smallest in the bar. Haven't you seen how low he is?
Piece of shit. This guy dives straight for his balls. Nat 1. He dives straight for his balls and
goes through his leg.
falls straight down the stairs.
Yeah.
Crash, tumble, wallop, out on the floor. Round starts again. Oramis, let's get this shit cleaned up nice and quick.
It's the little things.
Can I just punch this guy?
Yeah, of course. Rolled hit.
Well, that goes down.
The guy in front of me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
knocked him
I
down.
forgot to add the little X. He is down. There's only one left. The guy by Felix.
The smallest guy in the tavern.
Can I punch him now?
You can indeed punch this guy.
Not very hard.
Oh no.
What's that?
A 3.
A 3, unfortunately. I think it's like +8. Yeah, that would miss. This guy clocks you, comes and ducks out of the way. You make a bonus action attack if you like.
Sure. Can I bite me? No, not bite. Oh, 20. What the hell?
Natural 20.
Yeah, natural 20.
Oh, nice. Roll 2d6 plus strength, and he'll make a con save.
5. 2.
7 plus 3.
10.
Yes, I was thinking it was 11 for a second. Yeah, 10. Yes, he needs to make a con save. This guy has a 9, and his constitution is +1, 10. He just makes it.
Why?
You
You dazed him.
did.
Shook.
You did bloody daze him. Yeah, really not happy. Now we go to Felix. It is your turn.
I want to like grab the banisters on like both sides and just like propel myself into like a flying kick to like 2-foot him in the chest, and then if I like kick him down the stairs, I'm just gonna ride him down.
Yeah. All right. So I'll say make an athletics or acrobatics check.
I'm gonna go with
Propelling yourself towards him.
Because I think that's better. Yeah. 11. Shit.
11 plus, or is that total?
That's total.
Total 11. You can make a dex save against 11. 7, but he has got a +4 dex, I'm afraid.
Oh.
So you leap towards this guy, and he just sort of like straight off of his chest. Roll 1d6. Add your strength. You'll take half.
6 total, half to 3.
Half to 2, 3. All right. His turn. He's going to go
I've
for.
got more attacks.
You do have more attacks.
So like, I think I've done this. Like he's like, I've like bounced off him. I'm gonna just drop to the floor and then just go for the proper like rugby tackle.
Right. Attack.
Yeah.
That's 11 plus 8, so 19 to hit.
That hits. Roll an athletics check.
Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics is sort of like grappling. So
Acrobatics is 12.
12 total.
Yeah.
Cool. He gets to roll 19 again. He's sort of on his feet.
Guy.
But you have charged into him, so I'll say you have technically hit, so roll a d6 at strength. So like shoulder bar. 5
Wow.
plus strength.
Yeah. No, that's total.
Oh, 5, right. Anything else?
No, I don't know what we've done.
I mean, I've got a bonus action attack, so I'm just.
Bite his kneecaps. It's very
Yeah,
effective.
Oramis loves the bite.
I'm
Need a muzzle.
just gonna try and like hook a leg and trip him down the stairs.
Hook a leg and trip him down the stairs. Alright, go
Third
for a
attempt
roll
at
then.
tripping.
It's 10 plus 8, so 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Yeah, that hits. Roll the damage for it first.
7.
7. Total.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wiped. So as you sort of hook a leg, you don't even have to make a save. As like he's like just sort of holding on now, as you're sort of just essentially just ramming into him a load of times, and then he's sort of like stumbling, and you take advantage of this just one stumble with his right leg, hook at just the back of his right leg, and then he just sort of crumples, falls down the stairs, and then just at your feet, Oramis, is just this guy. The tavern is still in full swing. People battering each other and ramming around. We're out of initiative now.
What the fuck is going on?
Can I just shout, Big Griffin, do you mind helping me take this big, heavy guy and try and drag him outside so we can...
What, the Goliath?
Yeah,
I'll whip
There
him.
is a back door there. Or
Yeah.
is there
Can we-
is the main
Yeah,
door.
Can we go back to the back?
Let's take him out the back.
And I'll whip
Yeah,
him.
always
I'll
up
whip
the
him over
back.
my shoulder.
Yeah, I mean,
How
yeah,
tall's the
back door? Back door's like a regular sort of door size. Like
Martin, chuck him
Oh,
out.
Chuck him, I'll catch him.
But yeah, if you want to, you can.
How heavy do you think it is?
Take my back. He is. Oh, I don't know about how heavy. He's fucking heavy. Like this is like number 8 rugby player style. Like
But you could pick him up if you were
if you were your size, with like a
my
plus 4
normal
strength.
size.
Oh, your normal size, I'd say you need to make a check for it. but
Okay. Because I'm not going to get out of the
I
map.
could just say, yo, my mate Felix.
I'll pick him up.
Can I be as big as he is?
I'll pick him up.
No, you can only do one at a time.
Can I just pick him up from big?
Yeah.
I'll go to the back door and I'll just open. So I'm really tall. Hand in the door and then just sling him through.
Between 280 and 340 pounds. A Goliath.
Jesus. Yeah, so you
That's heavy.
you sling this guy through the door, and then are you like dragging him around anywhere else, or are you just?
So I'll swing him out the door and then I'll just say, you can drop it now, Felix.
Okay, you want it to drop. Then,
Yeah, well, I can't get outside the door.
I don't see the point.
I'm
so
then
you can
gonna-
like drag him somewhere, or are you
yeah, I'll
keeping
drop
him
it
by the
then.
door?
I'm just.
Is there an alley nearby? Like,
I mean, this is the closest thing you'll get to an alley. So this wall here, that is the like center of the like these stone columns out
Mhm.
at the sea. So this is like the sort of closest thing you'll get to an alley. Otherwise, behind all of these buildings around you is a
So we're pretty
sort of
much-
like alleys.
Nobody's going to be coming to.
Not many, not like
If
not
they
many.
see if they
if
see
not
four big
anyone.
guys like looking over a guy who's completely been.
Yeah,
beaten up,
like as you
they're
guys,
not gonna be
you
coming
guys
to-
notice like
Yeah.
you throw this, you throw the body of this guy out, and then
what's
you
the
can just see the
ground
guy
outside
over here.
here?
Sort of like mud, very very muddy, like sort of. This was probably stone, but you can tell over time, like artificial mud and just mud that people brought through.
But there's a
here
little bit of
made this
stone.
fairly thin layer of mud, mostly stone.
Okay, can I stone shape a doorstop?
A doorstop.
A doorstop.
Yeah, so no one
Yeah.
else can come out.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. So,
We
what,
do-
like you just pull up this thing at the door and it just stops it.
Just to like wedge it.
Yeah. No,
Is
no,
there,
no,
is there a burning chef out here?
I imagine he's pegged it for the sea.
Oh,
You don't say.
this
If I
this
can
guy's
control
outside.
fire.
I'll say I'll move. You move him out of the way of the door so that Felix can do his stone shape. You notice a guy like way over here, just as you guys are going out. He was like taking a leak, and he's like, "Oh, I better go." Walks off.
If we're all out here, probably put this guy up against the wall. I'm just going to cure wounds him, so his ear stops bleed. Listen, so his ear stops bleeding, so he can actually he's not ringing his head or whatever. And
Yeah.
we can actually have a conversation with him.
Yeah,
so he's
yeah,
woken
yeah.
up.
Sensible.
Healing wakes people up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Makes
roll
sense.
for
Just not happy about this.
cure wounds.
Only level 1. Don't worry about
Yeah,
Yeah,
8.
eight.
All right. Yeah, he's back on his feet. Well, not back on his feet. He's sort of
that.
like
He's still definitely
he's
on his
like-
arse.
Yeah, he's still definitely on his ass. He's sort of like,
We're all like, you're not going anywhere, mate.
oh, fucking hell.
So was he knocked out because Luke rolled on that 20 and he failed?
Yeah.
So did he still have a decent health point pool?
He did still have
Is
some
he on the
health
floor?
left. He is on the floor. Yeah.
I'm going to hit him.
All right. Roll to hit. I'll say the advantage is on the floor. So
Hey,
Oh, that's cocked.
Yeah, that's
that's
fucked.
13.
13.
13.
Is that like total?
Yeah.
Total. Actually, 13 hits.
Well, him. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay. Well,
It's hard to miss, to be fair.
he's a big
quite
lad.
He was all hit points, not.
No, I see.
I mean,
No,
yeah,
it's it.
you're right. He's huge. You can't miss him.
So that's a 2 because why would it be anything higher? Plus 11, 13. I'm not big anymore. So it's not a fantastic punch, but then he just sort of feels a bit of a burn as he gets hit by this necrotic energy.
Okay.
Um,
I'm
Then
just gonna go here and watch the alley.
and at this point,
13 total.
Let Griffin go to work.
Well, I assume Griffin's out here with us, not still inside being.
yeah, he's just punching the chandelier.
You stupid shit, give up your
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Hit my head on this thing so much.
I can relate.
At this point, can I put my concealed blade to his throat
Yeah.
and say, we have some questions?
This city's changed. Well, I mean,
No, we're just playing with the city. We leave the city, we're back to who we were.
what happens in
Mazzy's a suddenly
What happens in the
ladies'
Shadow
man.
Coast
Stays-
Yeah, so you get down, put your blade to his throat. What would you like to ask him?
Where's Alahand?
What the fuck you want with that hand?
I want to kill him.
Look here. Things he'll do to me are a lot worse than the things you'll do to me. I ain't giving him up.
Well, we're going to kill him, so do you want to die?
Do you want to die?
I mean, you can try and roll
Similarity.
intimidation. I'll say with advantage.
That was a really
given
poor way of
that,
saying it, but, you know, I wouldn't
given
roll
that Oramis
intimidation.
has got his blade to your throat.
Do I have advantage?
Yeah. I'll say advantage.
Where there's an intimidation. Well, it's not great, but we'll
Cost
see.
me a place on the crew.
No worries.
I don't think he'll
I
want
think,
it.
I think that request might fall on deaf ears.
Yeah.
Hey!
Definitely.
Yeah.
Look, if I tell you, you know what you'll do to me. I'll wish your army be my fucking ear. Can't make me say this, but please, don't fucking make me do this.
Make you do what?
Don't make me say. You don't know what he's done to people.
I know exactly
Shite.
what he's done to
We
people.
know what he's done to people. Well, I've heard, but this guy knows.
I've literally seen him skin a man alive. That's what I've fucking seen. Just to find out where they hid his fucking gold. It was 13 pieces of gold they hid. And he skinned a man alive.
What we roll?
That's cocked.
Or other
4, 8. Plus 8, that's 12. Do I get advantage because he's on the floor? Or?
Yeah, you get advantage.
I'm rolling shockingly here. It's 26.
26, yes,
What's
that
this
definitely
for?
hits.
Well, you'll find out down to second.
Okay.
D6 plus 11, that's 16.
16.
And I'm just going to say, you're really waffling here. We've asked you a simple question. Answer, mate.
I'll say
or
at this
we
point-
end it.
At this point, he is looking very close to being knocked out again.
I'll just heal him up. I can do this all day.
One lay on hands, wham! One lay on hands,
Fucking
wham!
hell.
I got 30 of them. We can be here for a while.
God, that'd be so dark.
It's pretty dark.
What?
I just said just quit spitting shit, okay? Just tell us.
Shit's better.
Fuck. Fine. I don't know why he's there. I don't know what he's gone there for, but he's. There's a temple of Njord. A really old one, isn't it? Hasn't been. Was under siege. Hundreds of years ago. Hasn't been reopened since.
Under sea.
It went under siege.
Okay.
Many years ago, hundreds of years ago, hasn't opened since. It's right on the cliffs, right on the coast. Most of it's sunken by now, but
So it is under sea.
there's something he wants in there. Something he needs for some ritual or something. That's why we're back in Ambyr.
Do I know what this ritual might be?
I'm gonna say no. You do not.
Would I know the temple or have heard of the temple?
You can roll a history check.
Is that where you left the backup bag?
That is where I left the backup bag. That's a 15. I don't have.
What was the god's name? Njord.
Njor.
History's intelligence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's 15.
15. So you have heard there was a temple. Maybe you sailed past it once or twice, but never really been enticed to sort of look in. It is proper crumpled, proper decrepit. You never really heard what it was for Njord. It's right on the coast, like it literally enters out onto the sea. Built into like a sort of cliffside, just a little bit further afield. I'd say with a 15, you know whereabouts you're looking to find it.
I imagine this is in the cinematic episode. Is the bit where Griffin's just like, "You don't want to talk? I'll make you." And then we just cut to like, there's just like a scene change, and it's just Griffin walking out of the alley. We're like, right, I have the information because that shit's too dark to broadcast.
I just warn you, he's not alone. So who are Jin Sa, who are fish fucking people. They owe him a lot. He's brought us back up. They were waiting outside. They have ships. Just up yours is up for the fucking task.
How many?
2, I think. But more with him.
And how many men?
I don't fucking know. I'm not there, am I?
Can't you count? Fucking Thomas! I clock him in the bad ear. Just a little slap.
Oh, he's close to.
just-
This is just a little like.
Just a little slap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say it like it's easy enough for him. I'll say it deals like 1 damage.
Lay on hands.
He is now on. He does have 1 hit point left.
Oh god.
So you got fucking close. It's like, I don't know. I mean, it was the Tsar whatever or war. You know anything about sea elves? They're at war with each other at the minute. Halland helped them out a little while back. There's gonna be a few of them. Nasty fuckers. Scaly. Weird. That's all I know. I swear.
Can I message you
Yeah.
in your head?
Yeah. Go like.
Sup, bro?
WUU2.
I'm going to say in a very serious tone. It's your call, but I don't think we should leave him alive.
I kind of agree, but I don't know
Well,
if
I
I
mean-
want to go there.
Oh, he's dead.
He's unconscious.
Yeah, that's it.
Could finish him. Am I feeling that bad?
I think this is. I keep saying this to you. I think you've got. He would have done some horrific things.
Yeah. Fuck it.
I didn't.
I'm
I
glad you
didn't, I
thought
didn't-
about that.
Yeah. So you're killing him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy enough. How do you kill him? You still got your concealed blade on you, so
I just draw it across his throat.
yeah, just straight draw it
Turn
across.
away.
Draw it across his throat. Ew. Blood sort of drips down his throat, down
Sounds
his
like
ear,
kindness.
down his nose and mouth.
You got weak kindness.
Look, he wasn't a looker anymore.
I don't think it ever
And
was.
This guy is dead. You have your destination. I'm given a little
He's
information
got
about
his
it.
destination fucked.
Some kind of ritual or some such the Hallahan's trying to perform. That's why he seems to be back in Ambyr. Said he needs something. And we'll pick up with that in the next session.
Damn, son.
Thank you all very much.
It's amazing how much of the moral goodness has gone with Doc and Gylndan.
I mean,
are you talking moral goodness? Are you forgetting Mr. Mr.
It's
Handshake?
amazing how much of
Yeah.
the moral goodness has gone with Gylndan.
I mean, I did say I'm doing anything to get what I want.
I was just following Zoom.
I was following others.
I mean, listen.